Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Breezy Bree. I see you, baby girl, at the top, man. Can't even say that I expected anything else from you on these last few days, man. What's up? How you doing today? How you feeling? Hey, Keon. Good morning. Taylor, good morning. Taylor, didn't we have a great winning Wednesday last night? And if y'all haven't said happy birthday to Miss England today, make sure y'all blow her up, yo. Miss England, y'all. Today is her birthday, y'all. I'm so happy for her, y'all. And she is just an amazing heartbeat mentor. Like she just an amazing everything all the way around. But we had a really great winning Wednesday session last night with Miss England. So always a good thing when we get to celebrate people while they're here. Hey Cam, good morning, Cam. Chaos Smoothies. Hey Micaiah, good morning. Miss Simone,
Good morning.
what's up? Good morning.
I'm not even about to make it. It's a good Thursday today, isn't it?
It's a great Thursday. This is our last day doing a guest mentor spot, but we can't even call this one a guest mentor because Miss Emma Bean is family. She's an official heartbeat mentor. Just a lot of our new folks haven't gotten a chance to, meet Miss Emma, but
Yeah.
she's behind all the surveys and all that stuff like that. She do all of the background work, y'all. She is amazing. I'm so excited to have her on today.
Yes, that's gonna be a blessing. I'm excited for y'all to see Miss Emma. For everyone who knows her, and then people who it'll be your first time, you'll be blessed.
Yes. Miss Emma is the bomb, y'all.
Oh,
Yo,
today,
tomorrow is the day.
Miss Joni, why do you want me crying on live YouTube television? And like this is not gonna be cute, Miss.
All right, okay, all right, yo, all right, yo. Good morning, wavy wavy.
You know I'm gonna be looking crazy, okay? Like
Yo,
just leave the meeting and come back when you get yourself together. That's
yo,
how.
you is crazy, yo. You is crazy. Yo, you know who wanted our top spot now, Miss
I already
Simone.
know. Good morning, Bree. Good morning to you.
Alrighty. All right, yo. And then my man's Keon, yo.
Hey, Keon. I meant to. Is this Keon that would come to Thriving Thursdays? And
No, we ain't never seen this Keon a day in our life. This Walmart Keon.
hey, Walmart Keon, we love you, man. You
Yeah,
always
we did. We
do.
don't know you, but we love you, y'all. We
Always.
gotta meet these new heartbeats, yo.
I'm ready. I need to see y'all's faces. Either way.
Yes. Right? Taylor on here. We had a great winning Wednesday last night.
Oh my god, I know it was powerful because today is Miss England's birthday, y'all.
Yes.
So Miss England, all the love.
All the love, yo. We have to, yo. We love Miss England, yo. And you know Chaos Smoothies up in here, yo.
Oh, come on, Kim. Come through.
She was on the
Kim,
national call yesterday without the bonnet, giving it to him.
not with the Kim is
Without
ready. Ready for
no bonnet, y'all. And but Miss Simone, this is what I appreciate, yo. Like national stage. She could have just, kept all the attention on her and talked about what she doing, da 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 da. She started listing some of the youth businesses, like just down the line. She was like, "Yeah, we got Central Creativity,
oh
we got Coach Joe." Like she was just going down the line, talking about all this greatness. I was so proud. I was like, "Yeah."
my Kim, keep doing it, honey. That is awesome. You gotta put everybody on because when everyone eats, we all eat. That's how it works.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, she did a great job. Yo, and Lil Micaiah been a little consistent, yo. I feel like she been here all week now.
has. She really has.
Baby girl would wait till the last week to be consistent, but you know what? We happy to have you here, Micaiah. It's so good to see you, yo.
Good
And
morning.
y'all see Wavy Way, yo. Good morning, Wavy Way. Amaya Murillo.
My God.
You still owe us, yo.
Friday's gonna be good. It's our last day, so you know it's gonna be good.
It gotta be, yo.
Come on.
It gotta be. It gotta be. All right, Amaya, we counting on you, baby girl. Come through for us. Yo.
Amaya's got us. Amaya's got
You
us.
got us? All right. You better have your back up, Miss Simone. I don't know.
She's got Amaya. Okay.
Yo, you is crazy. Booski Show. What's up, Booski?
Oh, we miss you. Good morning.
Yeah. Journal Jade. What's up? Good
Jada.
morning. Summer here, y'all. Good morning, Summer. Remember Summer used to be so inconsistent, y'all?
I was not expecting you to say.
Yo, for real. Yo, her leaves used to be falling off like fall. Now she just really be showing up, yo. I love it. Good to see you, Summer. Yo, on a consistent basis, yo.
It's wonderful. It makes a difference, Summer. We're glad you're shining, honey.
Yes, absolutely, yo. Taylor said Miss Emma is her fave. Yeah, she all out faves. Absolutely. Y'all see my mother on here. Hey, ma. I told y'all my mother was trying to get the top spot, right? Breeze, you gotta put my mother on your back for a day, yo.
Tomorrow on Miss Sherry.
Right. Beezy Bees, what's up, Beezy Bees? Good morning. Hey, Nia, what's up? Right. Good morning, Nia. Ilmatic. What's up, Ilmatic? Good morning. My man Sam is here. Good morning, Sam. How you doing? Good to see you. Sam been a little consistent.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Come
They
on.
crave K. Kaya, what's up, girl? Good morning.
Hey, Kaya.
OGQ here, y'all. Good
Yes.
morning, OGQ.
Cute.
Hardcore. What's up, Hardcore?
Hey, Corey.
Good morning. Elder here, y'all. Good morning, Elder. Bree, I know that's right. Bree said, I'm feeling blessed.
Man.
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, King Core. Corey in here.
Yes.
Yo, I saw a video on Facebook that his mother posted. It was so cute. It was like 4 years ago when he was graduating middle school, and
Yeah.
she was singing to him while he was in the bed. Hey y'all, if I get enough requests, I'll go and screen record it and post it so y'all can see it. It is so cute.
What do we have to do? I request. What do I need to
Y'all gotta drop the video in the comments, yo. Drop the video in the comments. If y'all want me go and grab that video and post it, y'all. I post it. It was so cute, y'all. Hey, I here, y'all. Good morning, I.
Yes.
Chris here, y'all. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good to see you. Let's get these people in here. Look, Miss Simone said, drop the video. Yo, King Core, like, oh no, it's too cute. You know it's cute, Corey. Don't do that.
I'm gonna say, let us see your mama love on you.
Exactly.
So proud. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Journal J. Hi, what's up?
Good morning.
Oh, so happy. This is a good sight to see. Y'all know you're in for a treat today if you got Ari and Jada on here.
It's about to be real.
We're not hype it up too much. No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. How are you guys feeling?
I'm good.
You okay?
The
All right,
dryness.
listen, cause I'm really tired and there's a lot going on. But I kind of went back to the ghetto. Y'all see my background change. So if you hear anything ghetto, I apologize now, but for later. Cause these people are just crazy.
It's fine, but did you like just roll out the bed?
No, not really. It was like I woke up again real early because my mouth was hurting. So like I had laid back down. So yeah.
It's okay, baby. I'm sending you this stick.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, we got you virtual hug, and
Mhm.
Ari got all cute for the both of y'all, so don't even
Yep.
I
worry.
did not even get cute. I burnt my face. I even curled my hair. That's not
Yo,
cute.
what? You burnt your face curling it?
Yes, I used my curling iron and like it hit my face a couple minutes ago. So I gave up on curling it. I was just over it.
Well, it looked late.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
No, 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 no.
it
you
looks prom ready.
Prom.
Yes.
Oh no, not
not
prom.
wrong already.
She gonna throw the Band-Aid on. We
Yeah,
can't even
that's
tell you got
exactly.
a Band-Aid on.
I would
It's
have
the right color.
Match my
Yeah.
skin tone.
Yeah, you can't even tell. Yeah, yeah, you cute. You cute. Don't even worry.
looking blessed.
Both of y'all cute though. Jada J, what
Mm,
is you got chunk on you? You been grilling? Oh,
Don't X, Miss Joni, okay?
Let me
Don't
share
X.
slides so we
bye, Miss Simone.
Wait,
I
where got Jocko at?
oh my god.
All right, it
don't
don't even matter.
and we gotta stay strong. We gotta we gotta keep it
Yeah,
moving.
y'all.
All right. All right, Jada, tell everybody what we're talking about today. Why we tell
So, oh, sorry, Miss Simone, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Okay, so what we talked about, what we chose to talk about today is things every heartbeat should know about high school. Um, we chose this topic because, well, I was on the phone with Simone, and we were talking about high school, and I was like, I always heard before I went to Western, or if you're going to Western, you're going to be gay and all this other stuff. So I was like, I kind of got tired of hearing the myths, but it kind of like made me precautious and going when I first started at Western. And she was like, well, another heartbeat came up with the same thing you were thinking, and I think you both should collab on a success session because y'all got some important stuff to say. So we was like, yeah, I definitely agree because we coming to an end on the success sessions and the summertime is coming and then right after that school starts back up and we need everybody to be prepared.
All
Yeah.
right, you wanna add anything?
No, she said everything.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay. So the first question is, what have you heard about or experienced in high school that has impacted your thoughts on how you feel about it?
You want to answer first?
Um, I can. So, like I said, I heard myths about Western, why are you going to Western? It's full of gay people. Are they going to try to turn you out? And all this crazy stuff. Also, it was like I heard about Freshman Friday once I got there after my first week. And I was like, I don't know what Freshman Friday going to be about. I'm a little nervous. I also thought that I was going to get into a lot of fights in high school. Surprisingly, I didn't get into any. Now, I got into arguments, but I didn't get into very many altercations. And it was just like, oh, high school. Nobody really told me that high school was gonna be hard. Everybody just kept telling me, oh, you just gotta be careful. And nobody really explained that when you get there and you fall down, you gotta get back up quickly. They didn't say that. So yeah, it was like high school hit me and it was like, she's done. Like, that's it. She's done.
Yeah, like she said, I've heard that it was gonna be like just girls. It's gonna be so much drama at Western, but it's really not that much drama. I'm not gonna say it's not people who are drama filled, but it's really not drama. Like as long as you surround yourself right, you won't be in no drama. And then I also heard that it was hard, but I personally don't think it's that hard. All you gotta do is like stay on top of your work and make sure like you get the help that you need when you don't understand something. But other than that, it's cool.
Um, I kind of feel like saying stay on top of your work isn't always true. You gotta stay on top of your work and pass it. Because I was staying on top of my work, but it'd be like, okay, I did the work, I turned it in, and then when it came time to take the test, it was like you never had enough time to study. You had to retain the information quickly. So like when it came time to take the test, I would take the test and that's what would make my grades bad.
Mm.
So kind of don't yes do the work and turn it in, but make sure like each worksheet you writing down something really important that can help you pass the test, and make sure you get a group of friends that can help you stay on top of the test. I mean, stay on top of the class, because there's always a group chat that you can start in anybody's class that can help you get all your work done if you need help. We can't cap. The group chats do come through.
Yeah, it's smarter, not harder. But don't be too
Definitely.
sure you know the work yourself too. But if you can partner with people, that's and
Yeah, like make sure you help.
right. And I would just say, like, looking back on my experience in high school, like, there's always those people, I guess, that were just like it. You see that they're out here, they have all the friends. Maybe they're doing good in school, maybe they're not, usually not. And those people could be like the ones that you're looking up to, or maybe not looking up to, but just like, dang, how come my high school experience is not like I'm not out here doing this and this and that. But a lot of those people that were doing all that stuff and not really serious about school, now I look up and they're like, no offense, but have like three children already, and we are only 25. They don't really have a career. Maybe went to school for a little bit and then dropped out of college. So it just is crazy because I remember my parents used to say, like, who is around you is important. And, like, you need to focus on doing well in high school, not just trying to go to all the parties. And they were like, because those people are going to be in the same place they were when you go on and do better things. And to see it now, like so many years out, I'm like, oh my gosh, like she was so popping. And now she is just busted. Like, busted.
That's ghetto.
I guess I would just encourage you guys, like, just follow your path and your journey, and what is right. Don't be looking at other people's and, like, all the TV. Like, I just got to go to the parties, be out here, because those will be the same people that are still just partying in the same city, doing the same things with the same people, and going nowhere fast.
Yeah, definitely. Like Miss Simone was saying about like people, like I guess being popular, if we want to call it that, at Western, is kind of it was kind of different because like they were like the popular people, but their grades was really good. Like they was in National Honor Society, but it was at every party. They was always out, driving early, all the things that you think most teenagers would do they
Mhm.
was doing. So it was like, oh, but the only thing that's bad about it was like if you didn't fit in or if you wasn't like a part of a clique or a certain group, certain clubs that you were trying for, you probably wouldn't make.
Yeah.
But I mean, certain clubs, when I don't know now, because like all of the people that I went to school with who like made it like that don't go anymore.
Yeah. I guess I would just don't be so worried about the social status. It's not that important. It feels like it. Trust me, I won't lie and say it's not like dang, but don't worry about these people. What you need to be worried about is getting a full ride to college. Okay?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it was
Uh,
like all of the people who, thought they like we would think were popular were friends with the people who you would think that were not popular. And it was just really fun. Now, I don't have any friends personally at Western. Didn't make any, except for like one, maybe two. But other than that, like it was really cool to see like it's not really a big social hierarchy in school unless it comes to like things that I'm just not a part of. Basketball games you should definitely go to. You should please join a sport, a team, a group, a club, something.
Anything else in the comments here before we go to the next slide?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Q. Q said I used to watch a lot of YouTube TV shows, and I thought I was gonna be singing on the tables in a in a bunch of drama and love triangles. That actually happens. Like at Western, I've seen a lot of them. Not the singing on the table part, but like the love triangles and stuff. Yeah. It do be a lot of drama, but like I'm not gonna say you do got avoid drama. Don't really. I'm not gonna say avoid drama, but like you could know about it, just don't partake in it. Sorry. Um, I'm sorry. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say I thought Ari was gonna say something.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
Aubrey said I heard about Miss at Polly about how if you wear an orange polo, they're gonna throw you in the trash can or lockers. So I didn't buy none. I didn't buy orange polo mainly because it's ugly, and also because of that.
That's Freshman Friday they're talking about. On Fridays, like the first Friday of the year, if you wear the orange, or like in Western, if you wear the red shirt, they supposed to know you're a freshman. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's the It's not a myth. It's actually statistically shown. Because a lot of people in
Probably
my
do.
class did not stop wearing their red shirts until 10th grade year. I personally never bought a red shirt until my 11th grade year because I came across these cute red cutouts. So I needed a red shirt. But everybody else, like everybody, I didn't wear a red shirt my freshman year. And everybody thought I was a sophomore or a junior because like I only wore black and white. But like if you wear red or orange, it kind of do symbolize being young. Um, it's pretty true, but they're not gonna throw you on no trash can. Like we heard them stereotypes and stuff, but these people are not really about it. Because if they throw you in a trash can and you go to the office and they find out who they is, they probably gonna get suspended. And because probably in Western really was kind of big, but it wasn't really big on bullying like at Western. It kind of was stupid. It would be like, oh, if you said somebody was bullying you, they put you in the same room as the person that they said was bullying you, which didn't seem smart. But like, and like the person would get in trouble, but like it wasn't like all lit, I guess. It would just add fuel to the fire. I think they could handle it differently. But yeah, Freshman Friday not real, y'all. It's not real. Q
No.
said she left early. Freshman.
Aw.
Q, you just supposed to stay strong, yo. They was
Probably
not gonna get you.
probably really be doing it though. Western, we don't really do it. I don't know.
I mean, the most probably I do is throw water balloons at y'all, but it's
Yeah,
hot. It's summertime. You probably got on a button down on your first on Friday because you got tired of the polo shirt pullovers, and you probably got a tank top on under. So just open your tank top, get hit with a water balloon on your legs or something, and go home. That's it. Cause it's not that big of a deal. It's really high school though. And how you react to Freshman Friday is what will really determine if you get got or not. Like if you doing the most, like, oh, they not gonna touch me, and I'm superior, then you doing
You
too
gonna
much. If you scared, yeah, you are definitely a target. If you scared and you like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go out there, you're definitely a target too. It's
that's
more or
like
less just be like,
like the last day where the seniors ready to leave. Like if you like everybody know like at
that
Western,
is
you know
so.
you're gonna get sprayed, you're gonna get stuff thrown on you, like the hallways gonna be torn up. Like just
Oh my
deal with
god.
it. Like, you'll have your chance eventually.
We didn't have it.
Oh yeah. No, but dang, wasn't that y'all class messed up? We getting off topic.
I know. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, sorry. So
All right,
you can talk about this one.
high school expectations versus reality. I cannot see. Okay, I'm picking my phone up. Okay, so we said that this expectation was as that. Oh my god, is that it was gonna be scary. The reality is like it's not really scary. I said when you surround yourself well, it's really a friendly environment because I don't feel like when you first walk in, of course you're gonna have like butterflies, you're gonna be a little nervous because you don't know nobody for real. But I feel like once you actually make a couple like good friends, it's not scary at all. Like you're just gonna hang out with the same people every day, and then you're eventually gonna make new friends because we change classes every like couple hours, whatever. And then I said hard. It's not hard. And I said as long as you stay on top of your work and keep your priorities straight, it shouldn't be hard. Like if you're just making sure that you get your work done, and when you feel like you're lacking, go get help from the teacher or even like a friend, you'll be on top of your work. And then I said it's a joke or playtime. I said it's not a time to play around with your grades or have fun for only 4 years. Only have fun for 4 years. It's important to balance because I feel like yeah, you can have fun, but then you got to realize that your grades come first. And at the end of those 4 years, your grades going to determine what college you go to or what career path you're going to take. So I say just have your fun, but don't just focus on fun. Yeah.
Okay, so how she said like, well, how she was talking about like Western schools. Oh, you going back to the second slide, Miss Simone. Sorry. Like she was talking about schools and the like what expectations and realities are. What would be next is the do's and don'ts. Some do's is to create a schedule and stay ready so you never have to get ready. Speaking like in English class, they give us summer work. Make sure you do that because that's what messed my grades up my freshman year. I took it as a joke. I was like, I'm not doing this. I don't understand. Well, I attempted, but I didn't understand. Make sure that when you first find out what school you're going to, you follow other people who went to that school that are upperclassmen and all are also going to be going to that school as well. Because you can ask them. I didn't think about asking nobody because I wasn't really like social media friendly at first. Also with the stay ready so you never had to get ready is like when you get a new topic and you take notes, go home that night and read them notes. because I didn't do that. It's a lot of stuff that I probably should have did, but I did. Um, Also, like we were saying, when you stay on top of your work, make sure like you're all you have like a schedule that tell you what need to be done and when, so you can turn all of it in, so you don't fall behind. Because you fall behind one time and you slip in one class, it's like a domino effect, and you get behind in all your classes. Because I tried to catch up and it was not easy. Um, be strong. I know it's gonna be a lot of temptations in high school, like skipping class and stuff, because I it's addictive. Because I tried it once, but I kind of stopped because it was kind of stupid after a while. You ain't really had nowhere to go. You always running around. Um, do not be scared to try out for different things, definitely, because that's how you make friends. I also did not do that, which I probably should have. Find yourself. Mainly, I mean, like surround yourself with people who you think are going to get you closer to your specific goal. Like if you gotta be friends with, if you're bad at math, please go be friends with the people with the highest math grades so they can help you. But also, it's okay to change your friend group, like as you get older in high school, because I did multiple times, and after a while, I kind of got tired of it. But yeah, take advantage of all positive opportunities. Like if they say write an essay for a giveaway in school, write the essay. If they say take I don't know how it work at all other schools, but they was like we could take a pathway. But for my specific career interest, there was no pathway for me. So I kind of did the other thing, and I focused on what my dream goal was. Some don'ts is do not get into drama or fights. Now I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory for the most part. It is. It's kind of stereotypical for me to say that and then think that you won't. So, in other words, besides don't get in drama and fights, kind of avoid like the people that you see that's already being loud and extra ghetto, and they just they don't rub you in the right way. Now, I'm not saying that you can never be friends with them because sometimes it do take one person to change an aspect, but like wait until like it's like a little more freelance time in high school. Like if you got not an assembly, like an activity or a college trip or something, they have more fun like that. Prioritize outside events. Don't prioritize outside events over schoolwork. If you got to get some schoolwork done, like Cam said, grab your laptop and get in the car, girl. Cause yeah, your schoolwork is really what's going to help you. Do not surround yourself with negative people or be in the mix. Yeah, don't do that. Now, if you made friends with people or you went into high school with people from your middle school and like they start being drama, you can definitely shadow away because nobody wants to like be ghetto anymore. Do not skip school. Don't be disrespectful, and don't show up late and unprepared. Now, that depends on your school's restrictions on being late. Because at first we had like they changed our whole schedule around, and you could be there by 8:15, and then we gotta be there by 8:10. Like after 2 years, so it kind of like threw me off. But like definitely don't be late on your like your first week, because I missed my first day of school twice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
with late and unprepared, I put am unprepared because I feel like if you're like if you know you're gonna be late or if you know you're a person who always late, just make sure that you're prepared when you're late. Like don't come into class stumbling, asking people for a pencil, like trying to catch up and stuff like that. Like you just gotta come in quietly, get the work done, and like act like you was there the whole time. That's what I did when I was late.
Yeah, well also besides that, like when I used to get to school late, I would like go to see what the schedule was and what class I would be in at the moment. And according to that class would be like, how I would like get ready to walk into the classroom. Yeah.
And I guess I would just, this came to my mind. Stop trying to be the class clown and all funny and cute and stuff. It's not cute anymore. You're embarrassing
Yeah.
yourself. You're not going to graduate on time. And then you're going to be the joke instead of trying to be the funny.
Yeah, definitely don't be the class clown. Also, I know that this may sound a little cliche. I'm not really sure how it would work for others, but like when you get into high school, please don't think it's okay to pick with the quiet person or to bully anybody because they don't look regular. Like think about it like this. Everybody's coming into something new and everybody will eventually change and evolve. So you bullying now gonna make you look stupid later because they'll be like, oh wow, I bullied that girl and now look at her, she's all grown up and stuff like that. Because everybody changed at a different rate or pace. So like don't feel like you gotta bully somebody because they don't look like you. Because eventually you won't be looking like them.
Mm. I like that, especially the bullying. That just gets on.
Even if you don't bully, don't create a friend group and you be talking about people. Because that's one of the things that I hate the most is like being in hallways and feel like I'm being left at. Now, if you get in a 10th and 11th or 12th grade and then the drama really starts to come and people start to choose their friend groups and you see things getting out of control, you just stay out the way. Cause yeah, like just be your own versatile self. Cause there was a lot of people who I hung out with in class and you wouldn't catch me outside with them. That's because they're classmates. You can make classmates, but everybody not your friend.
Yeah.
And check your mans. When you see your mans bullying somebody, check your mans.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Even if they're not really your friend, but you could say something to them, please check them. Please.
Talk about it.
Okay, so past graduates, what are tips that you have for anyone entering or is in high school? Current high school students, what is something that you would change about your high school experience or that you're going to change next year? And entering high school, what are you looking forward to in high school? What question applies to me?
Past.
Cause oh, okay. Well, past graduates. Some tips, like I've been saying throughout this presentation. I think a main tip for me would be don't let your emotions like take over you. Because me, when high school got hard, I got sad. And I kind of like put myself in a shell and I wasn't really socializing and I wasn't out there. And the 4 years flew past me and I wasn't doing good. So I would say like if something changes in your emotions, it's best that you go and get a counselor like before high school starts. If you feel like that's best because I don't know. I got into high school and I don't know. I don't know what changed. Like a lot, I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but when I got into high school, it was like I was good in school in middle school and all my grades was good. And then I got there and it was just like, all right, this what it's about. I got it. I didn't have it, y'all. I did not have it. I dropped the ball and it was bad. So like make sure you stay on top of yourself, like physically, emotionally, mentally, because that's what's really going to help you get through high
I agree. Something I would change in the past would probably be my laziness, and I'm going to change that next year. I feel like I slack a lot, and that causes like more problems than just like my grades, if that makes sense. When I start slacking, that's when I start like getting stressed out, and that's when like depression comes. So I feel like next year I really need to like stay on top of my work and just like put priorities first because I cannot be going to school like late as ever, then not doing the work, and then going home stressing about my grades, and then I don't want to do the work. Like if you've never been depressed, like once you get to that point, it's like you giving up. Like you don't want to do it. Like it don't matter. Like you think about life in the future and you just be like, dang, I'm not gonna be able to get there. But then it's like you don't care. So like I just will say I would stay on top of my work and prioritize stuff that need to be prioritized.
please get an agenda of XCAM to help you because that schedule, that time management, that's what's really gonna make a difference. With staying on top of your schoolwork, because I kind of don't like when people be like, oh, do this, and they don't tell me how to. So what I gotta say is create a schedule, right? And in your book, make sure you put all of your classes, what time from what time to what time, and when you get homework you should get color coded pens, and every time you get homework for a certain class, you should put a star or asterisk or exclamation point or something in that day, so okay, this is my homework for this class. And then on the next page, you should put when it's due or wherever it's due at. And sometimes mainly it's due the next day. If you got a project, please get a schedule and pace yourself. Please get a schedule. Please get a schedule because it's going to make life easier. Like I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, or don't procrastinate. Like if you know you have a class and you have like a bunch of work or something to do it in the next class to have free time. And like they tell you, like if they're giving you free time, do not be like me. Do not take a nap or watch YouTube or Netflix. Do the
No,
work,
well,
and we don't have to work.
hello.
I'm back. Ari.
What happened?
A Wi-Fi procrastinating.
LOL.
I'm froze. Hold on.
No, you're not frozen anymore. We can hear you
Oh,
and
I'm not.
everything.
Yeah, you're good
It's
now.
like clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We got a question. I'll just say, Jada, can you speak on how to balance schoolwork, work, and at-home issues to make sure you don't let life issues hinder your work?
That's cool.
Okay, let me see. So, okay, so my 10th grade year, I worked at Boston Market all the way in Glen Burnie, Maryland, and I lived on Poplar Grove Street. And I still went to Western every day. And I got to work on time every day and did my work there because I felt like it was my first job. No, it was not smart to work all the way out there. But at the time, I lived in Westport, so it was down the street. But when I moved, before the school year started, I still had the job. So I kept it. I wasn't just going to quit. I was going to persevere. Oh my gosh. I was telling Miss Simone about this yesterday. It was like really hard at first because I got the shoes in the wrong size. My pants were too big and they was just stressing me out for a long time. So it kind of got hard at first. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to stop, working with school and I'm going to switch over and just be I'm going to just mainly be about my schoolwork. So 11th grade year came and I started working at McDonald's before the school year started. And the McDonald's was actually up the street from the school, so it was easier to get there. Everything was cool. So mainly with scheduling it or working it out and balancing both. At the time I was 17 when I started, so they wouldn't let me stay past 9, and I used to get a 30-minute break. So like, I guess because I took a lot of electives 11th grade year, when I had homework, I kind of just did it. Because my 11th grade year was hard, but it was way easier than any of my other years. It's just a lot more work and a lot more decisions that you got to make. So mainly it was, okay, I know that I got time. I got to stay disciplined. I got to do this at this time and this at that time. I think it was easier because I started work before school started. So like when the school year came, it was like, okay, I just got to fit my schoolwork into my work schedule. Not that my schoolwork was lower than my work, but it was easier because work took up most of my day. Just like school and schoolwork will only leave me from like 10 to like 12. So I would work from 10 to 12 when I got home. And sometimes I would do my homework at school. Also, I did it like this. I would have days where I would get to school either earlier because that would help me. It would give me time to do my homework in the morning, or I would get to school and do my homework during lunch. Also, like to balance it, it was like I had to sit down and talk to myself about it. I'm like, okay, this is what I gotta do. Be serious with myself, because like it was like, okay, I'm off on these days, so these are the days that I'll do the bigger projects, and these are the days that I'll do the smaller projects, and like keeping everything flowing. But like to do it with at home issues, it wasn't easy at all. It kind of made it a lot harder because it was like, okay, I go home and what I gotta do. Like what's going on at home first before I could tackle anything. So I kind of just stayed at work or at school most of the time. Like I barely would ever go home. And then when I got home, I would just do work and go to sleep. Like it wasn't even no time for me to do anything else. Um, but be careful because I'm not going to say that it was easy like straight off the break. It was just a little easier. It was hard, but it hit different because when you start getting paid and getting your checks back and you still doing work, you get to reward yourself a little more. Like I rewarded myself every now and then, and it'd be like, okay, I got my work done. I don't have no work to go to, so I'm gonna go to Chipotle and I'm gonna get some food. Um, because it was to reward myself to keep myself going. Also, like my friends would come to my job because I worked up the street from the school, and they would be like, "Hey Jada, so I know that we got this class together, or you got this class, and I know you need this, so I went and I got this for you," or stuff like that. Like my friends were really helpful to me because I think one time they had asked me to clock in, and it was like senior week, and I had on a Ravens jersey and some Vans. And I was still on the floor doing work, clocked in and all that. My friends came, they picked my school clothes up, and they had my work clothes with them and like stuff like that. Always, always, always keep your work uniform in your book bag. I don't care if it's your day off and you gotta go past your job and they be like, can you clock in? And you ain't got no homework, please clock in. We used to get out of school early. I used to go straight to my job and be like, hey y'all, I got out of school early. Y'all need me to do something. And I would clock in and make the money and it'd be like that. Also, I had a Saturday program. So like my Saturday program was from like 1 to 4. So I would wake up early and I would do like bigger projects. Like, cause senior year wasn't really hard. It was mainly AP classes, which the workload was heavy, but it was less tests. and I also took like AP seminar, so stuff like that. So when you go into your senior year, what you mainly gonna be doing is like tying up loose ends, for real. So college, I mean high school and like the job will come more easier. And yeah, that's basically it. It was a little struggle, but it got easier.
You made it work. All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get through the other because I know the last slide is really important. So,
definitely.
all right.
Okay, y'all. These are the myths that we were talking about earlier, like Freshman Friday, not real. Freshman Friday is what you make it, like I said. Because like I was saying, you if you be scared, they're going to play with you because they know you scared. People react off fear. If you show fear, they'll play with it. Um, Let me see what else. Big cafeteria fights are not real. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of
Mm.
because the food already nasty for real. And we probably didn't eat breakfast, so we already stressed out. So we might nibble a little. They give out snacks, and we mainly got vending machines. So don't nobody really eat the school lunch. It just sit on the tables. Oh, please do not play in your food. Please. Please do not. This is not middle school. Do not pour milk on top of your mashed potatoes because that is disgusting. You also got to clean up after yourself because you're not a child anymore. Like I was saying, there's vending machines. A part of Western is like if you get a certain amount of good grades and you have this good GPA, they allow you to leave off campus and go get lunch. So you could try that. That also works. That's why a lot of people don't pay attention to the regular school lunch. They also order and you can get it delivered if you are a Red Ruby. Um, the next thing would be going to gender specific schools makes you gay. Oh, I hated hearing this. It's not true. Sometimes it's like Miss Simone was saying with her friends when she went to Spelman, it kind of gave you a lot of sisterhood, but it gave you a lot of competition. Because it's like, oh, girl, you're doing it like that. Well, help me. Do not be scared to ask for help. Because you're in high school. And that's also how you make friends. Because everybody's new and everybody's young and open minded. So make friends, ask for help, you know, because it's going to be a lot of competition, but you could also get a lot of help and a lot of relationships and stuff. Another thing, not going to top high schools is because you're dumb. That is not true. Sometimes it's because you have siblings at home and your mother needs your help. So you got to make that small sacrifice for a bigger, alternative or goal. Um, Going to any school for real, it don't even matter because if you want to be technical, the education in Baltimore City sucks anyway. So you're not really missing out on nothing except for probably certain opportunities. But if you feel like you're not getting them opportunities at school, you can always join something like HeartSmiles and get them opportunities back. For real. So yeah, that's it.
All right, tips. Okay, come on, phone. Okay, so we have tips for 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th, and 12th. So for 9th grade, you can say this one, Jada, because you did 9th if you want to.
Okay, so ninth grade, if you fall down, get back up. I'm speaking from experience because it was not easy at all, like at all. Um, Also, like work hard for that grade. Like I was saying, when you fall down and you get back up, make sure you get up stronger because instead of me, when I failed a class or got a something lower than a B, I started crying. You're gonna cry on your first report card because your grades might be bad. I'm not gonna say will. They might be bad. So yes, you're gonna cry. And I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a rude awakening, and you're gonna be like, okay, this is what high school is. And you just gotta get back up and try harder. Work for the grade that you want because you can get it. It's not out of your reach. You just gotta put your mind to it. Um, Also try new things. Like I was saying, um, try out for groups, try out for clubs, you know, don't think, oh, that can't be my friend because we don't act alike. Be friends with anybody. Okay, wait, that's not exactly what I mean. Not just anybody, but like build friendships basically. Don't be scared to be like, oh, I don't want to approach her because she look mean. Because she's probably really sweet and really smart. Stuff like that. Do not be scared to try new things. Like Miss Joni was saying when we talked about self-image. If you like that shirt, put that shirt on. If you want that hair color, go for it. Try out new things because it really helps. Um, Build relationships is mainly important to me because going to high school is really stressful. But if you could share that stress with somebody else, especially if you're not getting it at home, it really helps. I kind of think that's what Elder was hinting towards when she said talk about balancing, because I kind of felt like I was by myself. So it was like nobody was helping me, and I just had to pull all the weight and be as flexible as possible, but it wasn't easy. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
For 10th grade, I said do not play this year. Use this year to build your GPA so that you have fallback room next year if needed. I think this is my mistake in 10th grade. I played a little bit too much. Like, I feel like my GPA wasn't as high as it could have been, so that next year when I'm in 11th, like last year, I didn't have that much fallback room. And by fallback room, I mean not that you should slack off 11th grade year. 10th grade year, you should be building up your GPA so that 11th grade year, when it gets a little challenging and you start to get a little bit bad, like worse grades, you can like have a little bit of room for your GPA, because that's all that really matters. In the end is your GPA for real. And I said, have fun, it gets harder. I think you should have a little fun. I don't think that don't mean just go crazy, but have fun, because 11th grade is going to be like, I think, your hardest year in my opinion. And then 12th grade is going to be the year where you have to make a lot of tough decisions. And it's really like when you're tested on being an adult. So I would say 10th grade is like the last year to like really be a child or to think like a child. So I would just say enjoy it. 11th grade, I said study, study, study. Do not fall behind this year. It's your final whole year to prove yourself. Because 12th grade year, you don't really have your whole year to prove to colleges. So I would say it's 11th grade, just really get your GPA up, study, and show them what you got. And I said prepare for your SAT. I didn't take my SAT yet, but you should prepare for it. That's what colleges look at, and some of them are dropping it now, so you don't have to worry about that for some colleges, but just in general, prepare for it. And I said take AP classes if you can handle it. It's free money. AP classes are a little bit more challenging just because I don't think they're harder personally. I think that they just move at a faster pace than normal classes. So if you just stay on top of it, I feel like AP classes are just free money. Like all you have to do is take an AP test and you get a college class for free. So I think it's really worth it, and you should challenge yourself to take one if you can handle it. But if you notice that you cannot handle AP classes or honors classes, like drop them. Don't challenge yourself if you can't handle it, because it will mess up your GPA.
Definitely. So 12th grade, I did that one. Stay on this that success path that got you here. That got you where you are now. Basically, like what you did in 9th, 10th grade, and 11th grade. If it produced positive products, stick to what you started with. Also stay optimistic, definitely, because like Ari was saying, if you get bad grades, um, I guess like if you get bad grades, don't be like, okay, well I failed. Like on your progress report, I failed, and that's it. Try to turn it around and like do something that could get your grade back up. Don't just let it slip and be there. Make new memories. Of course, when 11th grade, well, from freshman year, you're gonna be making. Well, freshman year, you don't really make no real memories. But from 10th grade and out, you're gonna make some memories. So make sure you make new memories in 12th grade year that you could put in a yearbook. So you could be a part of the slideshows. You can have your little emotional moment at the end of the year. Experience some things and live in a moment. I said this because I let high school fly by, and it was the worst. Like the worst experience I've ever gotten, probably. But that's probably because it's what I made it. So when I say experiencing things, make sure that you try and like hanging out with your friends, hanging out with different friends, try different groups of people that you're not used to being around, go different places, take pictures, and really like enjoy the fun that you're having, because it's not gonna be a lot of fun in high school at first. So when you get to 12th grade and you ready to go to college, make a lot of memories, because those memories really gonna help you. It's gonna help you have a different outlook on college too, I think. To me. Um Also, my last thing would be apply for the college that you want. If you've been working really hard and you've been pushing and you believe that you can get there, apply for it. Do not limit yourself, because there's also a thing called academic probation, where like the school lets you start out with them in the first semester, you gotta carry a certain grade average. Now that's something y'all would discuss, because I was going to try it to go to Spelman, but then I transferred, so I didn't try. And yeah, that's it.
I like that, because even don't let anything stop you. People are trying to be like,
Definitely.
you don't have that, but it doesn't. Try anyway. Prove yourself, and if you get that opportunity, just make sure you show up and you show out for it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Okay, so I
Okay.
put this at the end of the slide, and it just says, like a little inspiration. It just says, success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing or learning to do. So yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory, but just love what you're doing in general.
Yeah.
Oh, Isis made a good comment. She said apply for colleges that you know, um, for your that is known for your major. I agree, but I kind of disagree at the same time. I haven't really applied to any college that's like for my major now. If you can't afford to get to the school that you want and you gotta attend community college, that's fine. You can do just general studies and knock all that out the way first. So that when you go to college, like to a 4-year institute, you can focus on your career and it could get you closer. But if you don't apply to a college that's known for your major, that's fine because you're probably going to change your major anyway. Like Miss Simone and her friends were saying, you're probably going to change your major 5, 7, 9, 14 times if you feel like it. So yeah. Q, hardcore OGQ said that it's okay to outgrow your high school friends. Definitely. I actually I think so. When I went into Western, I went for my school. I was the only person going to Western, but I had transferred so many times that I had known a lot of people who are going to be there, or a few amount, not a lot. And if you are going to be like me and you're going into a high school that none of your middle school friends are going to, it's very possible that you'll run into a elementary school friend. But definitely stay strong and go in there as if you know everybody in there, even if you don't. And yeah, because
Yeah,
I made high school
definitely.
friends when I got there. Like I didn't know nobody.
I think that you're going to change each year, and you can't be with the same people who you were with last year if they're not elevating with you. So I feel like I had a new friend group every year of high school so far. And I feel like it's
Definitely.
gotten smaller and smaller each year, but I realized that's because I'm changing myself and they're just staying the same and I'm not clicking with them as much anymore. So I definitely think it's okay. If they're not benefiting you, they can just stay in last year, honestly.
Definitely. Um, to speak on it, true and valid. And I've seen it because there's a lot of people. Well, no, because I think it's going to change when you get your senior year, especially if those were friends that you met freshman year, or if you met them in 10th grade year and they're in the same grade as you. It's like, yeah, we weren't friends once you get to senior year, and it's basically over. It's like, yeah, we weren't friends, but dang, we went to the same school and we experienced a lot of the same things. So I guess we could be like associates. Like, and then it makes it different because especially if you didn't build no beef, when you get to 12th grade year, it's like a lot of the people who you thought was like, oh, we can't be friends because we're not the same. It's just that they didn't grow at the same rate as you, for real. And they probably trying to obtain the same things as you, but they don't have the same at home life or the same opportunities, or they got a lot more to deal with, so it makes them a lot more crankier and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, be careful of that, especially when you get to your senior year, because you're gonna be friends with people who you was like, I wasn't even friends with you freshman year. I didn't even like you at first because they changed just as much as you did. And yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. Your friend group is definitely gonna change though while you in high school. I spent a lot of my time in the library. And for some reason, I was always in the library and I did homework and my grades just didn't equal. And it would just frustrate me all the time. But it was mainly because I took the test and the test would hit me and they'd be like, yeah, it obviously looks like you didn't study. And they'd be like, I studied just the wrong stuff. So please make sure you study the right things because I don't know what I was doing.
It's all right. This was great, y'all. Thank you so much. I was telling Jada and Ari the other day, I was like, where were y'all when I was entering high school? I would have loved to have these tips and just like some insight because it is going to be a new experience. Every year is going to be new, but I feel like they had some really good pointers for just how to like stay true to yourself, create a positive mindset, prioritize your schoolwork, please, please, not just waiting until senior year to be like, oh yeah, maybe this is important, like it's very important. And then trying new things, and y'all will be good. You have people in HeartSmiles that are willing to share and help you. So definitely use this as a reference. But there are so many great youth in our organization that it comes up in the middle of the year and you need to reach out to somebody. I'm sure Ari and Jada, y'all will give people tips along the way, right?
Please text me. If you need some help, please text me because high school, I was up there by myself. Like I was completely alone, and that's what made it hard. So if you need some help, you need somebody to stay up with you while you study for that test, you need somebody to help you understand it, text me. Definitely. Well, I kind of don't stay up past 11 now. I'm getting a little old. So if you could text me before 11, that'd be great. Um, but no, for real though, really, really like dead serious. If you really need help, you can reach out to me. I know a lot of people. I also understand a lot of the things that most people won't talk about, like going to high school and you're not having like a lot of young cousins in your family. So you get there and you don't have no cousins in the school, but you turn around and everybody cousins and everybody know each other, and you just like, who are these people? So like, definitely text me. I know a lot of people, and yeah, like if you feel alone, you can text me. Yo. I'm not mean all the time. Don't listen to Cam and Elder. I'm quite nice.
I love it. Jada, just
Don't listen to them.
Ari, they can reach out to you too.
Yeah, they can, of course. I've been talking to Naeem a little bit. Naeem texts me every single day. But yeah, y'all can text me and it don't matter what time.
That is so
I
nice.
talk to Naeem a little bit too. I also talk to like Lene and stuff like that because I know that she is going into her junior year. I think I also talk to Stinker, and I mean, don't don't be afraid to like make relationships that's outside of your school if you're doing like a club or something. Like if you, well, of course y'all gonna be a HeartSmiles, so y'all got each other for the most part. But like, make sure you like join other groups too, if that makes sense. Yeah,
You ready for
yeah,
the
that's it.
jewel?
Definitely. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Ari.
Why you just gonna nominate me? Oh my god. Okay. So my jewel is don't be afraid of change, whether that's friendship changes, personal changes, or grade changes. Like just make sure that whatever that you're doing it like for you and that you're changing for you. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about being popular in school. It's about where you're going to be in the future. You can be popular in school and be the brokest person in the future. What you want to do is secure your spot. That way you'll have it in the like future. You can throw big parties with fake people all around you because you don't need fake friends now. I just take care of yourself. Get yourself together.
Um, I think my jewel would still be if you if you fall down, please get back up stronger. Now, like I said, because mama's dead, I guess, but make sure you get back up stronger quickly. Like if you fall before say spring break or winter break come, when winter break hit, you better be studying. You better come up with a better agenda. Revise your high school experience is your business plan in so many ways. Like that's what's gonna make you successful. So when you go on winter break and you wasn't doing good, you need to turn back around and reevaluate what you did wrong and start over. Don't don't start like and scratch everything. Keep your good aspects and work around what you did wrong.
Okay.
Cause you also gonna do a lot of quarter reflections. My teachers they would give out quarter reflections at the end of second quarter. They'd be like, okay, so what you look at this is what you did, this was your grade. What did you like? What did you change? What do you need me to help you do? And then what can you do yourself?
That's good.
Please
Reflection.
keep an agenda on your. Please keep an agenda.
I love it. All the jewels today. And mine is just don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Stow away the
Definitely.
that you have to do everything alone. It's just going to make you more stressed and pressured and depressed. So ask for help when you need it. And if you guys want to be a part of our reflection session tomorrow, since it's going to be our final day, please hit up me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Final day and nothing because I will be at Miss Johnny's house Monday morning and I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
If y'all
I'm
want to
not.
reflection session tomorrow, hit us up. Me, Miss Mom, Miss Caitlin, Miss Joni. Let us know. And thank you, Ari. Thank you, Jada. This was great.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yes, thank y'all so much. I wish I would have had y'all. I probably would have went to school.
Can we can we get an after college edition? Cause I'm a little nervous about what's coming after college.
No,
Like I'm
no.
scared
Unless
now.
you can do it within, we got what, 24 hours. Put it together.
You're not
See
leaving.
y'all. We got our
No
next
sessions,
guest.
no peace.
Bye.
Bye.
See you,
Yeah.
Ari. See you, Journal J. See you. Bye, y'all. They are crazy, yo. A great session, though. Very, very, very much needed. Naeem, thank you so much for recognizing how helpful this is especially for people who are just entering in high school. And I'm not playing, y'all. Like I wish I would have had that type of advice or that type of support going into high school. I probably would have stayed. But nah, it just wasn't the case. So I appreciate Journal J and Ari and Miss Simone for talking about such a needed topic. So man, listen, y'all, don't even start that, y'all. Don't even start that. We's having a great day. Chill on me. Chill. We got Miss Emma Bean coming up, y'all. Miss Emma. Just waiting on her to get in here. I'm gonna give her like a minute or two and see if she come in. Hey, did y'all check the post out? I posted Corey, y'all, on the on my story, y'all. He looks so cute, y'all. It's when he was a baby. Hey, baby Barack, stop playing, y'all. Yo, stop playing, baby Barack. Here she go. Hey, here she go, y'all. Yo, stop playing, baby Barack. Here she coming. Here she go, y'all.
Okay.
Emma Bean.
I'm trying. Okay.
There she go. Our favorite.
I was listening to you guys on the YouTube, so I was trying to shut it off so I could join the Zoom.
Oh, yeah, no, you cool. Yeah, you could just hit the mute on that. It'll mess you up with the little like 10-second delay. Man, Emma B. Look, they going off already. I know she looks so beautiful. I know, Emma B.
Stop. Thank you.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. Just been up early with Libby. She has a double ear infection, so she's wild as ever, but doing good.
Oh my gosh. And if y'all don't know who Libby is her pup.
Yeah.
She's the cutest thing. And Libby got her own
Yeah,
Instagram.
Libby has her own Instagram. So I put together some pictures, depending on what we talk about. But at the end, I gave her a little tag. So I posted a picture of Libby with her Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, we got Libby. We definitely got to get to that so we can see Libby, y'all. But
yeah.
Look, for those who don't know, y'all, Miss Emma Bean, like, she is like part of the backbone of HeartSmiles. So I'm really excited that our new heartbeats get to meet you because we talk about you all the time, but they just like, who is this Miss Emma? We don't know Miss Emma. I'm like, Miss Emma is everything, yo.
I'm excited to meet everyone that I haven't met via, I don't know, the internet, virtual platform, but I hope one day I can meet you all in person and hug or elbow or whatever we're allowed to do at that time.
I know, something. Ilmatic, like, I don't know about Miss Emma. I need to know more about Miss Emma just because Ilmatic. Miss Emma is the truth. Trust and believe. So, Miss Emma, can you do like an introduction? I guess kind of for everybody, because even though we know you, we don't know everything. We know the basics, but give us what you got.
Okay. So I'll go back to the very beginning. I'm from a small town in Tennessee called Gatlinburg. It borders the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. It's a very outdoorsy town, and it was a great place to grow up just because it was so beautiful. But it's also a predominantly white town. And so I guess growing up, so my dad is from India. He moved over here when he was in his 20s, and my mom is a redhead, freckled, as Southern as can be woman from East Tennessee. So the two of them together is quite the sight to see. But I guess growing up, and not to get into anything super deep too early, but I mean, I had trouble because once people found out that my dad was from India, and so I wasn't white, or as they called clean, I was seen kind of as the dirty kid in the class. And so I can still remember I love to take baths because the kids at school would call me dirty and tell me to go home and take a bath. So to me, being in that bathtub, I thought, that would make me finally fit in, finally be kind of one of my classmates. And adding on to that layer, so, you know, the white kids didn't like you because you were kind of brown, but then also the Indian kids in my school, I wasn't really Indian enough for them, right? Because my mom was this Southern woman, so I was trying to find this place where I fit in the world. And I think I struggled with that probably a lot till about 6th grade. So I was bullied pretty heavily till 6th grade. And I just really kind of stuck my nose in the books, and I would read everything and I would try to learn as much as I could. I wanted to be like the smartest kid in the class, right? So no one could mess with me, no one could say anything to me. And it did a benefit for me, right? So now I just graduated from Hopkins with 2 master's degrees in December, and I'm starting my PhD. Well, I just started last month. So I think all of that experience really helped shape who I am today, and kind of the lens in which I see the world too. And it also gave me this love for travel, because I always wanted to get away, right? Like, even though I'm from, and I'll show you a picture later, I'm from the most beautiful place I think in the world. I always wanted to see kind of how other people thought and how other people treated people, because I didn't think my small corner of the world was how it was everywhere. So it really gave me this sense and this purpose to travel and see the world and kind of experience all there is out there. So when I graduated high school, I moved to Florida. So I went to University of South Florida in Tampa for college. And I got in, so I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I was in their 7-year med program. So you do 3 years of undergrad, and then you go right into med school at the college. And I hated it. So I thought this is what I wanted to do, right? And I absolutely hated it. I was miserable. I became like this mean person. It was just awful. So I took kind of a gap semester, and I traveled to India to see my family. And then I spent about 5 months working in a rural hospital in Belize, just kind of doing whatever they needed me to do. It was actually a really cool experience. I ended up delivering 1 baby on my own, and then 5 other babies like with the doctor. And I realized like labor and delivery was not my thing. It was cool, but I never want to see another delivery as long as I live. So, but people that want to, I mean, kudos to you. I support you through that whole journey. And then I came back after that experience in Belize. I went to nursing school. So I am a registered nurse. I spent 3 years after college working in the pediatric critical care unit in Nashville, Tennessee, which was another really eye-opening experience. You know, it's hard to deal with sick kids, especially when those sick kids are dying. And so I think that's kind of what led me to go back to school, was just a lot of kids that were dying from things that were completely preventable in all aspects of life. And so I wanted to fix it. So I went back to school thinking, oh, I can come up with this simple solution and I'll be able to help save lives. And that's what brought me to Baltimore. And I guess I realized there's no simple solution, as we all know. It's a deep-rooted problem, and it's not just here, it's all over the world. And so then it led me to continue school like a crazy person. So getting my PhD, just to be able, unfortunately, in the academic world and clinical world, you know, to sit at some of those big tables. As Miss Joni is wonderful, because I mean, her presence in the room, we all know it. Everyone knows who she is, and they know kind of the power that she brings. But sometimes to sit at some of the big tables, unfortunately, there's a name that comes with it, or a tag that comes with it. And so I really kind of wanted to work from within to dismantle that system. And I know you've all met Dr. K, who I think is remarkable and a mentor and role model for me. But I guess as I go through this PhD, that's kind of who I hope to become like in my research and clinical practice. So I guess that's all me in a nutshell, a quick nutshell. But I'm happy to be here in Baltimore. I love it here. I just bought a house here on the west side. So, you know, west side, best side. Sorry, Joni. But I love it, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. And I love working with HeartSmiles. I think it's what makes most things bearable. I also work with Bloomberg Philanthropies, so I help with their. So they do a lot with youth development and youth workforce development. So I'm sure I worked with a lot of you through Youth Works and that kind of stuff too.
Miss Emma B, I knew you was amazing, but sheesh. Yo, oh my gosh. I never knew that you had like those type of experiences growing up. I don't think that we like think about, other people who aren't Black, like having like those type of experiences, but like that had to have been super hard.
It was. System still favored me. I was still a very privileged individual. But as a kid, especially thinking that there's something wrong with you, that was hard. And I think the biggest thing was just not fitting in anywhere. Like I wasn't white, so the white kids didn't like me, but then I wasn't brown enough to hang out with the brown kids. So it was like this in between. And I made some friends. And so we were this multicultural mix of people who all our parents were very open-minded. But again, the town right beside my town, so I played basketball all through middle school and high school.
Did you?
I did. I was gonna go. I had decided my senior year that that's not what I wanted my college life to be. So I switched it up. But we used to go to this town, Cosby, that was our neighboring town. And I can remember being a kid and seeing KKK flyers on the counter at the gas station, like registration, So
wow.
It was just, I come from a town that is beautiful and has beautiful people, but then a town that also has very ignorant and racist and dark people too. But I think I was exposed to that early, so I was able to see it, at least how I could comprehend for what it was at that time.
Yeah, wow. And you are beautiful. And I don't think before I met your dad that I even thought that you was anything other than, just a regular nice white girl.
Yeah.
And then when I saw your dad, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But wow. And your mom, she is just super cool.
Yeah, I'll show you guys a picture. Let's see, of my dad.
Yeah, y'all, let's see some pictures, y'all. Y'all want to love her family, y'all. She comes from a very loving family. Her mom and dad are absolutely amazing people. Cam wants to know when you're going to have a baby. Listen, that's what Cam said.
A dog. I don't need a baby. Crazy, Cam. If you babysit my baby at all times.
Your baby gonna learn how to make the best smoothies.
Yeah. Hey, I still need to get a smoothie. Can you see this?
Yeah, that is beautiful.
So that's my hometown. Wait, are you looking at? I don't see what you see. Are you looking at the one with the fall leaf?
First one.
Yeah. So this is Gatlinburg. So this is like the small town where I grew up in, and these are the Smoky Mountains behind it. And this is in the fall. So if anyone ever wants to come with me to Gatlinburg in the fall, anytime, I'll take you. Just let me know. We can go. It's a fun place. And then
he sleeps outside, y'all. So be warned. Don't say I ain't telling you. You won't be in no hotel.
Okay, I just bought a camper, so you can sleep inside a little thing. There's no toilet, but there's a sink. So
Emma B washes up in the lake, y'all. Don't say I ain't tell you.
This is the Great Smoky Mountains. It's from one of my favorite points, and I think you can see heaven from the top of the mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful place. It's the most visited national park in the world, or in the United States. So, and then these are my parents. So my mama, she was born with red hair. Now she's got this purple hair. And then this is my dad with the coconut. He's drinking there.
Hold up. It didn't change, Emma Bean?
Oh, it didn't? Wait.
Mm-mm.
Did it change now?
It's still on the first one.
Oh. I don't know. Wait. Maybe I have to do it here. Wait. Now are these mountains?
It's still the first. It's still number one.
Intro. Wait, is my screen not sharing anymore? Oh, wait.
Now we see your parents.
Oh. I have no idea what you're looking at. Okay.
Yeah, now we see your parents. Dad got a coconut.
Yeah, Dad got a coconut and Mom with the purple hair. And then this is just my family, like my dad's side of the family. This is my brother in the red on the end in front of the Taj Mahal when we were visiting India.
Wow.
And then one more family photo. Yeah. So this is a picture of me and my cousin. And then this was at my cousin's wedding. So Indian weddings, if you're unaware, they're like not a one-day thing or a weekend thing. It's like a 5-day thing. Each day has kind of a different theme or a different activity you do. So this is one of like the prayer ceremonies before the wedding.
Wow.
But yeah.
Y'all are beautiful, Emma Bean.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have more pictures if you want to see them, or I can answer questions, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, well, what's this waterfall right here we see?
Waterfall.
It looks like a waterfall. 7 and 8.
Oh, okay. This is, I'll just go. So this is the hospital I worked at. It was really rural hospital. And then that's just Belize, for those of you who don't know where it is. I was on the, can you see my cursor?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was right here in San Ignacio, so right on the Guatemalan border. And I also, it's a cheap place to travel and it's beautiful. There are like 7 different main groups of people, ranging from like Mennonites to the Mayans, and it's so culturally diverse and rich, and the food is really, really, really good. So I recommend it. This picture is from my favorite place. So these two are from Slovenia. It's my favorite country in the whole world. It's another must visit on the list, but these are they're like the Switzerland Alps, but I forget what they're called, but they're the Slovenian Alps, essentially. And this is just one of so in every lake, you can see everything. Like it's so crystal clear. You can like see everything for miles. It's incredible.
That is beautiful.
And then this is what they call Soka Valley. So it's in Slovenia too. And the water is like turquoise and it's incredible. And they have these fish that they only live, I guess, in the Soka Valley, in the Soka River. And of course, they're called Soka fish. And I don't eat meat, but I ate fish for this occasion. And I highly recommend if you like fish. They're bomb. And this is also in Slovenia. So if I ever get married, and that would, I guess, come before I have a baby, maybe. I don't know, Cam. But this is where I want to get married. So it's this church that sits upon a hill in Slovenia, and it's incredible.
That's cool. Baby Barack says when you get married, though, would you want a traditional American wedding or Indian wedding or something that incorporates both?
That's a good question. So I think I want something more Indian, but I don't like being the center of attention. So a wedding really like skews me out a little bit. So I think I'd want just to be married with like me, my partner, and maybe 5 people, like very intimate, and then have a big party, Indian style. That's what I'm thinking, but time will tell. I may change my mind. Let's see. Oh, and then before I started school, I went to Egypt, and that's another place like highly, I mean, it was incredible. You know, you hear about it in school and you can read about it in the history books and they talk about it, but I mean, it's so much bigger than you think it'll be. I don't know, and it's crazy. So all of this was done by hand.
Wow.
And another thing, so, you know, ancient Egyptians had slaves. And a lot of the slaves were what they called the Nubian people. And so they were the people who lived on the banks of the Nile. And those people were a lot darker than the rest of the Egyptian people, like skin-wise. And so they were who were the slaves that had to move these. And a lot of them were brought up from like South Africa or different parts of Africa, were brought up to Northern Africa, to Egypt, to do this manual labor. But they just used the Nile, and they brought up slabs of rock that were like 10 tons. So they were extremely heavy. And when the Nile flooded, they would float them down the Nile like 100 miles to get to the place where they needed to build a temple or a pyramid or something. I mean, it's insane. I mean, there's so many conspiracy theories, right, behind like, you know, who really, did someone help them? But it was crazy. It's insane.
Wow.
Yeah, more Egypt pictures. So this is actually a picture of the Nubian village. Or it's like a little island. And so everything is super colorful. And you see there's a crocodile on there. So crocodiles used to eat their young. Like they would come up, and I guess, I don't know if that's an urban myth or if they really did that, but they would eat their young. And so it was seen as like good luck and prosperous if you killed a crocodile. So I don't think there are any crocodiles left in the Nile, at least where we were at. But all around the town, you would see these crocodiles just like up on the wall, or over their child's like room where they stayed. So it was also like protection too.
Wow.
It's really neat. These are just, yeah. So right, like they would build their temples right on the water, just because it was easier to get the rocks off land. There's a camel. And then that's just some art, some Egyptian art. And then this guy, so I'm about the size of his like ear. So that's how big he is. I should have posted a picture of me standing beside him. But he's huge. And like people carved these, and then this guy was standing straight up. So it's insane that people could do this. Like the work is so great. And this has been how many years since, you know, they found it buried in the sand. Oh, this is in Rome. This is what, the Trevi Fountain. I think, what else did I got in here? Oh, this is just, so when I went on this trip, I just took this backpack. I don't know why I put that in there, but that was like all of my belongings. So I had like 4 pairs of underwear that I, you know, would wash out every other day, and a couple of outfits.
Didn't I tell y'all she a real country girl?
But I didn't have to carry a suitcase. You know, imagine how difficult it would be to tug like a huge suitcase, you know? And then this is in Greece. I think this is Milos.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, the water is just incredible. What else I got? That's not a great picture, but this is Prague in the Czech Republic, another really beautiful place. And then this is Auschwitz in Poland. So the concentration camp, like the one where most people died during Nazi Germany. And so the holes on the ground, that was the bathroom. And so like 100 people or so, that would be their designated bathroom. And interestingly, the prisoners would say they wanted to have bathroom duty. And so they didn't have anything. They would have to clean the toilets with their hands. But this was the most desired job to have because you weren't in the hot sun. So you got to stay in the shaded house or the shaded hut. Which I would think I would never want to clean a toilet, especially with my bare hands, like no gloves,
Right.
no mask, nothing. And think of all the disease, but that was the desired job. And then these are the railroad tracks that all of the prisoners came in to Auschwitz on. So A little happier. This is Venice. I mean, they have really good pizza if you like pizza. Pizza's
That is
great.
beautiful. That's sunset.
I know. And that's no filter. Like, that's legit what it looks like. What else I got on here? Oh, so this is Yosemite. These are just some of my favorite places. Yosemite out in California. It's like the Disney World of national parks. There are always too many people there, but it's pretty. That's kind of a blurry picture, but this is Zion National Park in Utah. It's my favorite national park. So if anyone ever wants to go, I will gladly take you and we can go and make a road trip, but we will have to camp. So we sleeping in tents for this one.
You sleep in tents, dig your hole to go to the bathroom. I told y'all, be warned.
Well,
I'll meet y'all at the hotel 5 miles up.
they have toilets. So they have like whole like porta potty style toilets that you can go in.
No, nobody want to. Look, y'all travel with Miss Emma at your own risk. Don't say I ain't telling you.
This is Alaska. So I went to Alaska with my dad last year. So it's beautiful. It's just like untouched wilderness where no one's at. Tons of bears and salmon, lots of fish. That's me and my dad. And then the last place, this is the Maldives. My mom is like a travel guru, so she always finds these super cheap deals to go places. And so we went to the Maldives last year, and it was like, this is also a no filter picture. Like, it was insanely pretty. And that's me and my mama again. And that's the water, like crystal clear. And then that's Libby.
Y'all make sure y'all follow Libby, yo.
But yeah, I think that's all I got on you.
I love it. Thank you so much, Miss Emma Bean.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop sharing. Okay, wait.
That is beautiful. So first of all, Miss Mo was on here and she's going off because she said that when she asked you about that trailer, she said, do it got running water? You say, yeah. And she said, that implies you have a toilet.
Well, I'm going to put a compostable toilet in there, but it's going to be like in a drawer. It's small. So it's going to be in a little pull-out drawer. So you have to pull it out and you can sit on the toilet.
Y'all see how country my girl is. I love it, but I can't do it. Hey, Libby.
Hey. She's in a mood today.
Hey, Libby. This is her baby right now, y'all.
Yeah, this is my child. I don't need another child because I have this one.
Make sure y'all follow Libby, y'all. I need to make an Instagram for my cat because she is hilarious.
I mean, you do. It's like a thing. So I did it because I had like 500 pictures of Libby that I knew people weren't going to want to look at on my Instagram. And so I wanted to post them. So I made her an Instagram and didn't realize like people are serious about it. Like about their animals' Instagrams, and you can get free stuff and make money. I was like, oh shoot.
I'm gonna make a pet Instagram inspired by Libby. Thank you, Emma B. Let's see what questions y'all got. Ilmatic wants to know, would you encourage Americans to take this trip? Why or why not? I think she's talking about Egypt.
I would. I think specifically in the American media, we hear a lot of scary things about a lot of places. And I mean, other places hear a lot of scary things about America, right? And so I think just being safe, using common sense, researching where you're going before you go, I think is completely fine. With Egypt, I probably wouldn't take a huge tour. Like I probably wouldn't get on a huge tour bus, but you can do individual, like with people who live there, individual one-on-one tours where they kind of take you through things. And so that's the route I would go. But everywhere I've been has been safe. I've never felt uncomfortable. And I think the media plays, I'm sorry, she's going crazy. The media plays a strong role in kind of how we see other countries and the fear that we may have. And maybe some of it's justified, but I think most of it is not. Personally.
Yeah. No, that's good perspective. Baby Barack wants to know, does your international experiences influence how you live your life?
I think definitely, yeah. So a lot of places I've been, like when I stayed in Belize, there's no hot water, there are no lights, you walk everywhere. And so I think those experiences kind of showed me the luxuries that we can partake in while we live here in our daily lives that can sometimes be wasteful, whether that be of energy or of your time or of your effort. And so I think each experience I've had has kind of shaped the way I look at life and the way I live my life. Like I can take a nice cold shower and be okay, but I do like hot water. So I will put that out there. Like I do love hot water, but I can go without if I have to.
Wow, that's humble on a whole new level, Emma B. Whole new level. David wants to know, are the people in the different places that you visited, are they different from Baltimore? Like, are they more nice or mean, or they don't talk as much?
I think it one depends on the person you meet, but as a whole, like when I came to Baltimore, I think people are so nice. Like my Uber drivers would talk to me, long conversations. I could, people on the street will talk to you. I think people are just nice here. I mean, so I don't think anywhere people are extremely nicer than Baltimore. I think the way they live their life is different depending on where you're at, just by the environment that you're living in. So, for example, going back to Belize, so they take a lunch break and they hang out with their family, so everyone works and lives and goes to school within walking distance of their house. And so you go home for lunch, you eat lunch with your family, or your family comes to where you're at and you eat. And it's very family centered and very like laid back, I'd say. There's no rush. I think also Baltimore is a city, so there is more of this like go, go, go kind of feel versus like where I'm from in Tennessee, where it's all like, we'll get it done if we can get it done. The sun will come up tomorrow. It'll be fine. The only place that I felt like people were not nice was in France. And I think that was because I'm an American. So I think just the people, not as a whole, but just the people that I interacted with, they had preconceived notions about who we are as Americans and kind of what we represent. And so they didn't like it without even knowing you, which you can find that anywhere you go, So, and my boyfriend, he's from Alabama, he's from Birmingham. And so a lot of times he'll meet people and they're like, oh, where are you from? And he's a white male and he says Birmingham. And so then they automatically put up a front and they're like, oh, are you racist too?
Oh
and so
my
it's
gosh.
like, but it's just, you associate things with places and groups of people, and we all know it. It's not necessarily true. Some of it may be true, but I think that's why it's important everywhere you go to kind of come in with this open mind, no matter what you've heard on the news or what someone else has told you, and kind of take it in for how you see it and make your own judgments and have your own ideas about your personal experience in the place.
Yeah, and Jake is a nice man. Like, how did he handle that when somebody just like blatantly disrespected him like that?
Yeah, so he just kind of he's very Southern, so he beats around the bush, He doesn't want to like confront it head on and be like, oh, you're absolutely wrong. But he always talks about like the good things about growing up in Birmingham. And he talks about especially the education system, which is, in a lot of places you learn about Black history and you learn about the Civil War and you learn about things, but for like a split second, right? Like you have a couple of days on this topic. But we learn more about the British and all of these things. So he says that when he went to school, it was very like civil rights focused. Like every week they had a lesson on civil rights, and every week they talked about kind of a Black leader of history. And so he said it's because, they did so much bad and they caused so much harm that they know they can't make up for it, but they try to at least instill like good good history lessons for their kids and not whitewash it like a lot of schools do.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's good enough, but he tries to talk about that and talk about his different experiences, but it always makes him super uncomfortable. But he's like, I mean, what else would they think? You know, he doesn't get mad about it.
Yeah.
He just kind of, goes with the flow, talks about his own experiences, and hopefully he gets out of the Uber or wherever he's at soon. And then
yeah, okay. All right, cool. Well, Jake, if you need me to handle something for you, I got you. Don't even worry about it. Kaya wants to know how many places have you traveled to so far, and what place did you like the absolute most?
So I've been to 40 states. So after this summer, so me and Jake are actually taking a little road trip going up to Montana with the camper. So I'll take pictures and send to you guys.
Yo, how long is that drive?
It's like a day and a half. But we have somewhere to sleep, so you know it's gonna be fine. Like very little contact with people. It'll be great. But then country-wise, I think I've been to 28 countries, and my absolute favorite place in the world, I have two. So in the United States, it's the Smoky Mountains, where I'm from. I think it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And then second would be Slovenia. So like those mountains and that lake I showed you, I mean, that was one of the best experiences I've ever had. It's just so natural and beautiful, and the people are so kind.
Wow.
So I think that would probably be my number one.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And just so everybody know, y'all taking this road trip, y'all not gonna be stopping at hotels and all that stuff. Y'all gonna be outside.
But you're gonna love it. I mean, you might hate it for the first week, right? Like, I mean, but after, you'll be fine. I love it.
And y'all cook your own food on the fire and all that stuff?
Yeah, well, we have a little grill, and then we cook the same things. Like we'll have eggs and bagels and hot dogs and hamburgers, or veggie hamburgers, whatever. So we cook all the food, and it's normal food. Like one time we even got a frozen pizza, you know? And then we just put it over the fire and got it hot, and it was fine. So it's the same.
I'm gonna get my plane ticket. I'll be at the restaurant. I'll see y'all at the spot. That's crazy. Baby Barack wants to know, how did you come out of the discouragement of being recognized as a dirty kid? That's a deep question, Baby Barack. Thank you for that.
And honestly, I think I still struggle with some of that discouragement. I don't think it's ever something that I fully came out of. But I think I learned ways to kind of harness that disappointment into other avenues, into other things. So like I said, I got really into reading and studying, and and hiking and traveling. So like I just kind of thought about different things. But you always kind of have, you look in the mirror one day and then you have that thought about what that kid in second grade said to you at the lunch table, and you're like, wow. But I also think and I think Miss Simone did this in one of her sessions, but looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you're worthy and you're beautiful, like no matter what. And I think those self-affirmations also help. And it sounds silly, right? Like it sounds silly to look in the mirror and say nice things to yourself. But you would do that for a friend that was hurting, right? And so you should be your best friend. So I think those little things help me kind of get out of that. And I work on it every day. So work in progress.
That is important. Thank you, Emma Bean. Ken wants to know, where else do you want to travel? What are some of your traveling goals? And Baby Barack followed that up by saying, how has being the travel girl changed your personality or changed you personally?
So I'll start with travel goals or where I want to go next. I really want to go, well, I want to go all over Africa. I've only been to Egypt, so I have a lot more places to go. And then I also want to go to like Finland and Norway and Sweden. I want to stay in one of those igloos and look at the Northern Lights, but that is expensive. So I'll probably do that when I'm 60 and I can save up enough money to get up there and go. But those are kind of the next places on my list. I also want to go to Nepal. So it's north of India, right? And the people everyone I met is so kind. The food, amazing. And I want to hike to base camp of Everest. So that's like a goal that I have for myself. And then how has it changed my personality, baby Brock? Let's see. I think it's made me more adaptable and more willing to let things go, if that makes sense. So as a kid, like, this is just a small example, but I love shoes, right? Like, I don't know how many pairs of shoes I had, but I would wear a different pair of shoes every day. And like, it'd have to match my outfit. And I love them. That was my favorite thing in the world. But I met a girl in India who had never had a pair of shoes before, and she was 14 years old. And so I think those experiences that I've had have helped me realize like what is important and what I value. And those aren't monetary things. It's not shoes, right? It's experiences and relationships with other people. So I think it's changed me by shaping the way that I look at the world and at situations. And I'm happy about it.
That is amazing. And now everybody's starting to see why I kept saying, y'all got to meet Miss Emma. Y'all got to meet Miss Emma. Because now baby Mariah talking about, so you so genuine, you off the charts. He talking about invite you to the cookout. He don't know you are the cookout. Remember last year, yo, you bought everything.
No. Wait, when is the cookout?
We'll know
those
yet.
hot dogs were good though, weren't they? You like them.
I'll give you that. I did because
I'll bring more vegan hot dogs so everyone can try them because they are good.
You hooked it up. You did hook it
They're
up.
Good.
Yeah, but baby Mariah, you gotta know, yo, Miss Emma B is the cookout, yo. Like,
thank you for inviting me. I will be there.
Yo, you gotta tell them how you got connected to HeartSmiles, because it's like you've been to all these beautiful places and you in the ghetto, hands-on working with us, like for real.
No.
Yes.
So when I came to Hopkins, one thing I didn't like about Hopkins was a lot of people came in, got their education and left, and they didn't work with the community or kind of do anything with the community. So I came and I was looking for ways to get connected. So I started at the House of Ruth, Maryland, which is a homeless shelter for survivors of domestic violence. And so I was the nurse there for 2 years and I loved it. And then halfway through my education, I was taking this class and Joni came in and I forget who came in. I think Monet came in with you and someone else came in with you. And you were talking just about what you're doing in Baltimore City and the experiences of young people. And I'm all kids. So like, I mean, I was a peds nurse and I don't like adults. I like to deal with younger people. Like you're over 25. And, you know, that's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, well, this is an organization that like I stand behind. This seems legit. I want to see what it's all about. And for school, I had to do this project where you kind of do a needs assessment. And so if you don't know what that is, you just kind of go into a community or a place and you see what they need, and then you come up with solutions. And so I was like, well, I would love to work with HeartSmiles and young people in HeartSmiles to do a needs assessment that they want. So me along with like 8 other young people did a needs assessment, and we looked at opportunity youth. So young people who are not in school or work, and why are they opportunity youth and what do they need? So that was like my first step into HeartSmiles, and then I just never left. And I don't think I'll ever leave. So I will be here until the end. Like, even if I go somewhere else in 10 years, like, I'll still be zooming in or whatever I have to do, because it's made Baltimore home. And so for that, I'm very grateful.
Yes, y'all see why we love Miss Emma Bean, yo. Y'all see why we love her. Thank you, Miss Emma Bean. And yo, full transparency, she does so much more than what she's telling y'all. She is literally like the backbone. And like when I tell you, helping to secure funds so that we can do a lot of the things that we do, Miss Emma Bean, like all that.
If anyone's interested in learning more kind of about grant writing or maintaining a budget or any of that kind of stuff, I mean, I'm happy to work with you. I'm happy if you want to work with me on the next grant we write for HeartSmiles. I would love it. I mean, you can write it, I can help you with it, and get jump started on your grant writing career, because that is a legit career that you can make money off of. So hit me up. We'll work together.
Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Y'all better get on that, Miss Emma Bean. Man, Kaya wrote a beautiful comment for you. She said, your lifestyle is amazing. Not too many people can tell that someone had all of these amazing experiences. So she says, thank you. Don't let the hate bother you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yes, that is so amazing. I don't know why Cam wants you to have these babies, yo. She got at least 3 questions in here all around these babies. Like, do you want kids? Do you think you want to adopt? Would you foster kids?
So good question, Cam. Last year I started the process to become a foster parent. I just need to continue it. I need to be, once I get into school and I think I figured things out, I really do want to foster. I would love to adopt too. Like ideally I'd live on a farm and have 10 kids, and we would have Sunday dinner together every Sunday, and we'd have a garden and maybe some cows, not to eat, but just like, cause I like cows, like I think they're beautiful. So ideally, I'd have this huge family, but kids are money, right? And I just don't, right now, I'm not in the place, but I hope to be in the place at least to be able to foster some kids soon.
Yeah, that's cool. And she got the heartbeats, y'all. Trust and believe. Some of them have worked her last nerve. So,
no.
She's smiling, but she know, look, y'all know I'm gonna be real. Some of them done worked her last little nerve, but man, she is amazing. Shout out to Mr. Eric. I see you on here, y'all. Show Mr. Eric all the love. He's from one of the schools, and he's trying to get HeartSmiles at one of his schools. So that's gonna be cool. I think it's Callaway Middle. I don't know. But Cam also wants to know, can you talk about if people are interested in travel, like how can they do more traveling? What's the best way to make travel cost efficient besides the camper? People want a real bathroom, Miss Emma.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about travel, is that it's expensive, right? And some places they are expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like you have to buy a flight or find a way to get there. But there are a lot of really convenient, cheap ways to travel. And when I say cheap, it sometimes means not staying in the nicest place. Like, not that it's dangerous, right? Or not that it's got bugs, but you're not staying at the Ritz-Carlton or the Hilton. You're staying at the local spot, or your Airbnb, or you're not eating out every night. So I think my advice would be, I don't know if people still use Pinterest. I don't know if that's still a thing, but you know what
I thought Pinterest, they give you like pictures of like graphs and charts and stuff like that.
Pinterest has a ton of different things. So like, you can look up any place you want to travel to, right? You can go to Pinterest and type in Alberta, Canada, and there'll be a thing that pops up travel to Alberta, Canada for a low price, right? And you can look at it and it gives you all these recommendations of places to stay, places to eat, when to buy a flight. So if it's somewhere you have to fly, sometimes flying in the off season makes it a lot cheaper, or flying on the airlines that you can't like recline your seat, you know, so it's uncomfortable, but you got to give up some luxuries to travel in a way you can afford. And so a lot of the travel I did, I afforded it as I worked full time during college at a hospital. And so I just saved up my money. I wouldn't go out to eat. And then I would find the cheapest flight somewhere, and that's where I would go. And so if anyone is planning a trip, I love planning trips. So also let me know, because we can work on it together.
Man, you know you got everybody all excited now, so we gotta do some type of
We should go to
HeartSmiles
Harper's
trip.
Ferry.
Where?
There's cabins, Harper's Ferry. We can go tubing in the river. People that want to camp can camp. If you want to stay in a cabin with a bed and a toilet and a sink, you can do that.
In the shower?
Yeah, there's a shower.
All right, we gotta do it, Miss Emma. You gotta help us plan it.
We'll do it. I'm down.
All right, y'all heard it, y'all. Miss Emma, man, yo, our time. We never have enough time. This is absolutely crazy, man. Kane wants to know, like, who do you fly with? I like, hey, I ain't been on a plane and I don't know how long this quarantine. What's my people? Southwest, that's what I like.
Southwest, I like. They've gotten more expensive though. So usually I go on Expedia and I just look at where I'm trying to go and I fly whoever's the cheapest. If I had to choose, I like Delta just because they have really good snacks, but sometimes they're way more expensive.
They way more expensive, and you got to pay for that bag. You don't get a free bag with Delta, do you?
Unless you put it under your seat. So that's why you travel light and you'll never have to pay for a bag.
See, Emma Bean don't bring nothing. Y'all heard her talk about washing our underwears and all that stuff like that. Ain't no.
And you can buy clothes that like are made to travel like that, right? So that you can wash in the sink and it'll dry real quick.
Never heard of it.
No. You can find them at the Goodwill all the time. That's where I get most of mine. Like they have all the Quick Wick and the travel shirts. So next time you go, look for them because they're great. And they're light. They fold up so small. It's nice.
You need to do a traveling class, Emma B.
We'll do one.
Like for real, because there's some people that really want to do that. And real quick too, so like using college as an option to travel. Like, can you touch on that like a little bit? Because some of our folks are thinking about that as potentially a way to see parts of the world.
Yeah, and I highly recommend it, especially because a lot of colleges pay for it. So I studied abroad twice in college. My freshman year, I went to Germany and I studied German, which I don't know any of German now, but it was a good experience and the school paid for it. So I was able to go for 5 weeks and just live in Germany like a regular German college student. I wouldn't want to go to college in Germany, just a side note, but it was a cool experience that I got to go. And then I did a clinical for nursing school in Scotland. So I actually was doing care for elderly people in their homes. And so that was a really cool cultural experience that was also paid for through school. So when you get into college, you should have kind of like a study abroad department or a travel department in your school, or even if you don't, you can travel through other universities as a college student. So there are always avenues, and a lot of times you get college credit for it. So you get it paid for, you're getting college credit, and you can go, you can go anywhere, like all over the world, there are places you can go. So I highly recommend it. It can be scary, especially not knowing anyone. But a lot of times you're going with other students, or at least you'll have someone on the ground there who they know you're a student, you're coming in kind of blind. So they're really helpful that way.
That's awesome. And anybody that's interested in that, can they like hit you up to ask
Yeah,
questions and stuff?
yeah, of course.
Y'all better get on her. And even people who are out of school and not in school right now, if you want to go back to college, like, now is always the time, and, get some of this experience.
Yeah, and college, I think, granted, it's where you go to get your degree, but there are so many opportunities to travel abroad, to travel in the country, to meet people from different countries. Like just having dinner with someone from a different country is like traveling, right? Because you're talking to them about their experience growing up, about their culture and their infrastructure and their food. And, you're learning how they think and how they see the world. So, I think that's one of the biggest components of traveling is not just seeing somewhere, but interacting with the people and getting to understand how they live their life. So you can do
Yeah.
that. You can do that here in Baltimore, right? You can travel so many places here in Baltimore.
Right. We living through you right now. I feel the gnats on my skin right now. I love it. I love it. Emma Bean, we have reached our time, and I'm so sad, man, because this has been the best so far this week. But could you give us your jewel, please?
Yeah. Well, first, I'll say thank you all so much for having me. I really appreciate being here with you guys and being able to talk to you, even though I can't see you. I see you, and I love all of you, and I'm so happy to be here. I guess my jewel would be never sell yourself short. So even if you think you're not qualified or not ready for that job or position, opportunity, or experience, I think applying yourself and going after those experiences allow you to grow in ways that you didn't even realize you needed to grow. And I think that's extremely valuable. So don't sell yourself short.
Yes. Thank you, Emma Bean. What a
Yeah,
powerful
thank you.
way to end. You our last official, you're not a guest mentor, but you our last official guest person to come on for season 1 of Success Sessions.
Well, we're doing season 2 soon, right?
Yeah, for the
We're
summer. But
starting next week.
they're giving me a hard time. Huh? You breaking up. You breaking up. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Y'all, I tagged her on Instagram, so make sure y'all follow her, flood her DMs, and follow Libby too. Thank you so much, Miss Emma.
Yeah.
I'll be talking to you later. I'll talk to you
Yeah.
every day.
I'll probably call you at 1, so I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye. Now y'all see why we love Emma Bean? Now y'all see why we love our Miss Emma. Didn't I tell y'all that she is absolutely amazing, y'all? I told y'all all of our heartbeat mentors are amazing. So for people who have only interacted with us, just kind of online, I can't wait till we get back in person so y'all can, really feel all the love and meet the people who make HeartSmiles what it is. So we're gonna hold Miss Emma to that trip, y'all. We're gonna take a HeartSmiles trip. So we got one trip pending with Dr. Mo. So we're going to do a service trip to Africa. So we're not sure how Rona has affected that, but we're going to keep that in the plans. We're not going to be able to do it this year as planned 2020, but definitely it's on the books for 2021. So service trip to Africa. And then now we want to do a wilderness trip, I guess, with Miss Emma Bean. So, all right, y'all. 2 minutes, right? We'll be right back at 12 o'clock with Miss Money Mo. Hey, y'all. We are back. I know, y'all. We never have enough time, y'all. Never, ever, ever. And I love you more, baby. But you already know. There she go.
Hey,
Miss Money Mo.
how y'all doing?
What's up? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I can't complain at all, man. We just had an amazing session with our favorite, Miss
Yeah,
Emma Bean.
yeah, it was good.
Mhm. So
Uh,
now we got a HeartSmiles adventure trip gonna be planned. That's
it's
in
gonna be
addition to our service trip to Africa with Dr. Mo. Man, listen,
we're gonna be out here.
we gonna be out here, y'all. We's gonna be out here, y'all.
But with water though, with water.
Told you she was gonna trick you.
I
You ain't wanna believe me.
asked her, I said, is it running water though? She was like, yeah, but I thought that meant a toilet.
Listen, didn't I already tell you how Miss Emma Bean ruled? That's why I can't. No, I will meet y'all at the spot. I'm booking my hotel. I'm booking my flight. I will meet y'all and I'm getting breakfast at Bob Evans, Cracker Barrel, Waffle House, wherever. And I'll meet y'all at the spot.
So you gonna be with us during the day, but the evening time and early in the morning, you not messing with us.
Oh yeah, nah, y'all can forget it. Yo, Emma Bean jumps in the lake to take her bath, yo. I'm not
Wait,
doing it. I'm
hold
not
on.
doing it.
I thought you meant for leisure, like to, just be in the lake. Oh, great. I was about
That
to say,
too, that too. But she is a real country gal.
I don't know about no bass in the lake. I'll get in it for fun, but not to bathe.
Yo, crazy, yo. Yo, why is that daggone not eating talking about something? No tumbleweed, no peace, yo. Yes, Cab. Yo, the comments yesterday had me dying, y'all. I was on the floor, literally, yo.
Y'all are ridiculous. Just every single one of y'all, including Miss Joni. Ridiculous. Everybody.
Yo, not me, yo. Not me, yo. Y'all gonna say tumbleweed and into the chat. That is cool. That is crazy, yo.
Do you see John's comments though? Do you see?
I don't get it though. Tigger, Pool, Piglet. I don't
He's
get it.
saying that I'm in the forest, like with Winnie the Pooh and Indiana Jones and all of them.
Oh.
Anyway. Curious George, the Lorax, like all the like little cartoon characters that be in the forest, he's listing them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all is crazy. We got somebody knocking on the door, man.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah. Let them in.
All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on.
Okay.
Let's see what we getting into today. There he go. I ain't seen him in a minute. Where you drag him from? Yo,
Getting to us.
look what the cat done drug up in here. Where you been at?
Huh?
Where you been at?
I've been here. I've been here. I just ain't been around. That's all.
Yo, oh my gosh. Ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, y'all.
Oh, I know.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good.
Good to see you. Sheesh. Yo, this is one of our little peeps fell off, y'all. Fell off.
Not fell off.
He know he fell off.
Yeah, I did. I fell
I
off.
might have known that. I might have known that, but it's all good. You're here right now, and that's what matters.
Yep.
All right, Brandon. So do a quick introduction for people who may not know you, and then we're gonna do our question of the day, and then we're gonna get right into what we're gonna talk about today. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brandon Clayton. I represent the Baltimore City Youth Commission. I'm also involved in the community, and I'm in the process of starting my own nonprofit called Young Successful Leaders. That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you for coming today. So our question for today, y'all. If you could delete all but 3 apps off your phone or your computer, which 3 apps would you keep?
If I could delete 3 apps,
If you could delete all but 3, so you
uh,
only have 3 left.
I guess social media. So I guess like Instagram. Um, I don't really know.
You gotta answer. I need
I
to.
guess Facebook. Uh, that's pretty much. And I guess like my Gmail,
Okay. All right. So Gmail, Facebook, and Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay. Okay, cool. Miss Joni.
Yeah, I'm looking at my apps now. I would keep my iTunes, my Google, and my Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, Google, like Google or Google like email.
Or
Google.
like my browser. I guess maybe Safari is probably better.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, because then you can log into your email and whatever else you gotta do.
Oh, you got cheat codes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I got one too, so it's fine. If I would keep my Gmail, Uber Eats, not even gonna lie to you, and YouTube. And then I would use my computer for the internet and for my music. So yeah, those are the ones that I would keep. All right, y'all. Here we go. We're gonna get into y'all answers. So John said Instagram, Snapchat. I'm sorry, I just haven't seen Snapchat in a while. That's I had to stop.
13.
John, you 13? John not 13.
I mean, he 14. It's the same thing.
Is he 14? Oh, okay. Instagram, Snapchat, and Subway Surfers. Oh, I haven't played that in a long time. Cam, hey Cam said Instagram, messages, Apple Pay and communication, and Zoom. Okay. Yeah, Cam said not Subway Surfers. I agree with Cam. Out of all the apps, Joy, you want to keep Subway Surfers? Let me see. Yeah, Uber Eats, y'all chill on me. Okay, I like to eat. Y'all chill on me. All right, and sometimes I don't always like to cook it. Sometimes I want people to bring it to me. So y'all chill on me. But yeah. Oh, John, you 14 for real? I don't think I knew that. I really didn't think that I know that. And he talking about he'll be 15 in September. September kind of far, baby. You still 14. But yeah. All right. So that was the question for today. And then so Brandon, we're gonna get started. Just kind of whichever one you want to start with, you can, but make sure that you just give us a description, tell us how you got involved, things like that.
So I'm pretty much to start with the Baltimore City Youth Commission. A lot of people ask me how did I find out about this Baltimore City Youth Commission? I actually saw a flyer. I was interested in it. I went over what the youth commission was doing. I saw some comparisons to the things I was doing in the community, so I went on and applied for it. I didn't get sworn in until about December 2018, but I pretty much was going to meetings, learning about the commission, and that's pretty much how I got started. I just started working in the community, started going around the city in different districts. My current district is District 8. And my title is a public information officer. So what I do is I'm in control of all our event planning. We have an event, I also speak at the event. Just different things like that. I think that's pretty much it for our youth commission.
Okay. And like what kind of events have you done? What's been like your favorite part about it? Your favorite
The last event I did it's been a while since we had an event, especially of course because it's COVID-19, because we definitely would have had some events going on right now. But my last one, I want to say I bought out the youth from the rec center up here, Edgewood Lyndhurst. and we had some down at City Hall. So I was, it's around youth violence. So I brought it to youth, and we had a big circle and we just discussed ways how we think we can reduce youth violence. That's pretty much it.
I got you. So I guess in the midst of, COVID-19 and quarantine and these different phases and everything, what are you doing kind of during this time? And what is the Baltimore City Youth Commission doing? You can talk about those things.
So right now I'm pretty much, as far as me, myself, I'm pretty much working on YSL Young Successful Leaders right now. Me and my team meet every Friday at 7 p.m. via Zoom, so we use this app as well. As far as the youth commission, we haven't met in a while. I don't know what they call it, a disconnect right now, but we just haven't met up. So I don't know where things stand at right now, but I hope when outside those back up, I want us to definitely be prepared, because I definitely think we should come out with an event or partnership with someone else, work with their event. We need to have some type of involvement though, because I definitely want to push the youth commission. A lot of people don't know about us. And that's something I definitely wanted to work on since I joined in 2018, because I didn't know about the youth commission. So I definitely wanted to spread that word around. I know a lot of people in District 8 didn't know. So I started going to community meetings. I started going to rec centers. A few of them I worked at. So I definitely had that, engagement with them already. That's been pretty much it. It's when we're able to work from home. That's been pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So go, I guess, deeper in about yourself and so where you born, how you grew up, things like that.
Okay, so I grew up in West Baltimore, the Emerson Village area. Elementary school, I went to Murray Rodman. Middle school, I went to Green Street Academy. Then high school, I went to Frederick Douglass High School. Graduated in 2016. I went to college for a few at Coppin State. I didn't finish. I believe I came out. I stopped going in 2017, I believe. And then that's when YSL pretty much came about. But going back to the neighborhood I grew up in, and I mean, it's most of the city anyway right now is, it's a lot of violence, drugs, activity going on, different aspects like that. And a lot of people always ask me, how did you avoid falling in that trap, we call it? And I just went the other way pretty much, because I always wanted to focus and do better things, and I have a good family and a good support system around me. So I always wanted to do great things, and making Baltimore City was one of them, a better city. So that was one of them for me. And definitely leadership, definitely working with other nonprofits. Of course, HeartSmiles. If I have always a chance to be around, I always want to be around and learn and work with those youth that want to develop. So that's pretty much it.
Got you. I'm going to pause. Miss Joni, do you have any questions for Brandon right now?
Well, I'm really just kind of interested in, what inspired you to start the nonprofit and some of the things around that. So I don't know if you're going to get into that or not.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, to be honest with you, Ms. Jones, it's people like you that inspire me. So other nonprofits that I see, like Wesley Hawkins, the No Lily Project, Mr. Darren Rogers with the I Am Mentality. So it's other, nonprofits that inspire me to want to come out and do my own thing. Being around you, you guys really motivated me. I see what you guys are doing. You guys are hard work. You dedicated to working with these youth and putting them on the platforms where they can succeed and thrive. And that's something I wanted to do.
Cool. So let me pause actually again. Yes, Cam, this is a KR smoothie. Just letting y'all know that is what I'm drinking right now. But yeah, we have a young entrepreneur, Camry, and she sells smoothies and she makes smoothies as well. And so that's why I said that. But yeah, so go into, I guess, more about developing your nonprofit, right? And what you specifically want to do with your nonprofit, and what programming will look like and things like that.
Okay, if I'm able to share my screen real quick, I do have that slideshow. All right, let me do that real quick. All right, so this is it right here. So here we are. This is a little, the first one is just Young Successful Leaders course. I am the CEO. That's our logo at the top. This quote right here motivates me. I pretty much read it every day. It's from Eric Thomas. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, and you'll be successful. Right here is my team. So President is Harold Diggs. I'm the CEO. Vice President is Kevin Robinson. Director of Planning is Morgan Brandon. Executive Secretary is Monique Washington. Workshop and Curriculum Coordinator is Diamond Thompson. So it's all about us to create, impact the lives of youth and affect the community, help youth obtain knowledge and create opportunities for themselves. Entrepreneurship pillar, youth to create a financial and business culture to understand risk and approach business with a true viewpoint, enterprise for a nonprofit, and understanding loss. Preparing the youth for employment is a paramount in job readiness. Focus on resume building, interviewing skills, and appropriate attire. Financial literacy as a need for creating sustainable futures. Focus on banking portfolio building and creating a credit score management. YSL's main focus will be creating young leaders, entrepreneurs, and financial builders, which will allow our youth and young adults to flourish and lead their families, peers, and friends and community. We will work with youth ages from 5 to 18. Our mission statement, it is our mission to strengthen future leaders by developing entrepreneurship skills, wealth building, and community engagement. Our vision statement, our vision is youth engaged in their communities, building sustainable pathways through mentoring and young youth with shared life experience. Changing the narrative, goal, idea, vision, success, and teamwork, family, unity, and culture. Our slogan, we build youth that build youth. That's another one of our logos as well. YSL, where dreams are found. We are the future. Here's our 5 pillars that we're working with: entrepreneurship skill, engagement, job readiness, leadership development, and community development. And these are rules and responsibilities for my team. We all have our own folder, our business plan, bylaws. That's pretty much it right there.
Got you. Thank you for sharing. So can you actually bring it back up, because some of them we didn't catch all the information for. So and it leads up to the question that Cam had asked you. So could you go to the slide with your team on it?
Oh, yeah.
And then when you get there, I'll ask you her question, because I also had the same question, Cam. How did you figure out your team? So how did you choose the positions, right? Because I guess this is like your executive board in a way. And then how did you choose the people for, each position?
I pretty much, so my president, Harold Diggs, we have been talking for a year. We've been meeting on and off at, we got a restaurant up here, I think it's Kimmy's up here at Mr. Village Shopping Center. So we meet there, or the rec center, Edgewood Lyndhurst. That's where I actually met him at. One day the meeting had actually got canceled. It's funny how it happened, but the community meeting had got canceled, and the director down there, Courtney Jackson, was like, the president's still here, you can talk to him. We started talking, I told my ideas, and we just started connecting since last year, started reaching out to each other. He definitely has my full support of me. I'm supportive of him, and I made him the president, because he also runs the community. He's the president pretty much of the community down there of Edgewood Lyndhurst. He's the president of that association. With Kevin, we went to high school together from Douglas. Kevin also inspires me as well. He also supports me as well. We had pretty much the same ideas. He was like, I told him already I had something going on. Why? So he's like, I want to join in. I like that, the idea that you have. And pretty much everybody on this team knows that I'm going to go all in pretty much to make sure YSL succeeds and make sure that we do the things that we need to get done. Morgan, we went to Coppin together. I had a few classes together, so she know a little bit about me. Miss Monique, we haven't we just recently met. I met her through Harold. So I'm getting to know her a little more. Workshop my career. And Diamond Thompson, we went to high school together as well. And she graduated a year before me. She actually graduated college as well. So pretty much, I believe everybody else, yeah, did graduate from college as well. Um, it just inspired me to see the things that I want to get done, and together as a team, we're gonna get them done.
Got you. So, as a follow-up to that, right? Your team, so these particular positions, were you looking at how other nonprofit leadership teams were structured? Were you looking at how other businesses were structured? How did you come to these particular positions starting out?
Yeah, so I did talk with Mr. Darren Rogers. He also works with me as well. We talk occasionally. So he has an executive board as well. So he talked to me about having that, and I told him that's something that I work on. That's how I must create it. But make sure you hold your people accountable, of course, and make sure that the person has interest in that position as well. A lot of people, like I could have Harold doing something else, but I gotta make sure that he wants to be the president, and make sure that fits him.
Okay, cool. So Cam also said, who are your mentors?
So my mentors, my mentor is Harold Diggs. I said that's one of the person that when I first came up with this idea, that's what I sat down and talked with. I pretty much came up with YSL probably, I believe, came to me like 2016. So probably had that graduated high school, but I never had nobody to really come to and like bring it to that really can, bring it out of me pretty much and be like, yeah, you can, become the CEO of YSL, you can bring it out. Let's get it going. So, I want to say like people that inspire me, like I say, John Rogers, Miss Joni, Wesley Hawkins, it's a few other nonprofit leaders as well that just really inspired me, like Stokey, Uncle T. I definitely had a good relationship with them. That's pretty much it.
Got you. And how do these people impact your life positively?
They impact my life just by like when I come to see what they're doing, they really, they're about pretty much what they say they're about, and they're getting it done, and they're showing the community and pretty much the youth that they invested into them, and they want to see them succeed and thrive. Not just saying that they want to lead them here, lead them there. They had their attention. They're in front of them.
Cool. Again, I'm gonna take another pause. Miss Joni, anything that you like to say or ask or share?
No, I really like Ilmatic's question about the youth-based organizations. So I was kind of waiting for you to get to that one because that was kind of the same thing that I was thinking too.
Okay. And Brandon, I suggest that you go back and look at some of these comments, because like along with questions, there's like feedback and just different commentary as well. So you should go through some of these comments if you have a chance, like for the replay. But I will go to Isis's question. Isis said, now I like this question as well. A lot of youth-based organizations plan to assist youth, but just have a different way of doing it. What makes YSL distinct from other groups?
I like that question too. That's a question I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot. So pretty much how it's gonna make us different. Like I said, I'm gonna pretty much take a youth that's pretty much, I say if they want to become an entrepreneur and a pillar, that's one of our pillars. So they want to create t-shirts. We're gonna put them on that platform where we'll be able to come up with pretty much start them out with a resume, pretty much. But pretty much get them whatever they need to pretty much get done to create that t-shirt. And so they want to start selling t-shirts, they want to create shoes. We're gonna work on that with them one-on-one or as a group, as a team. And pretty much so that way they can, hey, I'm selling t-shirts now. And pretty much invest into them as well. So put some money behind it, whatever the t-shirt company they want to run.
I got you. So so entrepreneurship and is what you're saying makes it distinct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how do you plan on, and I don't know if you know this yet, but how do you plan on like funding? How do you plan on getting support financially?
Yeah, so funding will be through donations, fundraising, and grants. Those are three.
Cool. And then what kind of fundraisers would you like to host?
So pretty much, I think we was talking about one idea was like I think maybe having I don't know. He said baking cookies or cupcakes. One of them that we had talked about. But I think that's was one idea we had. I know that's something pretty small though, but that's one idea.
Got you. So I'm gonna go into another question from Isis. Isis said, "How do you plan to further the progression of YSL over generations? So like after you're no longer the CEO, after these people may not be in these positions anymore. How do you plan on? Where do you see YSL without this particular leadership team?" Thank you, Isis, for that question.
Um, yes, thank you for that question. So pretty much, let's say if I'm not the CEO, I still see, I say YSL thriving, the kids coming back to me saying, YSL really inspired me, it changed my life, it helped me progress. I was going through this changes. I might have been giving up, but I saw YSL as an opportunity for me to change my life around and made me want to accomplish some things that I probably didn't want to accomplish. So pretty much feedback from like that would definitely be helpful to me because that's what I want to, receive back pretty much. I don't have a number how many youth I want to help. It's not a number. I can't put a number on. I want to help as many as I can. So it's pretty much all for me.
Okay. How do you, a question from Bree. Hey Bree, how do you think the YSL team, it's still about your team, how do you think the YSL team will benefit in the future? And I'll add another part to that. So how will your YSL team benefit in the future? And how will the kids that come in contact with your program benefit in the future?
So my team will benefit pretty much. Most of them, like I said, most of them are in this field already. So they're just pretty much pretty much getting better. And changing the way of how we view our city right now, currently Baltimore. And like I said, investing into these youth, that's what we need to do. And having youth need to have somebody to pretty much, like I say, look up to. I would definitely want to be one of those persons. I hope I am currently right now for all the things that I'm doing. And like I say, pretty much inspiring them. I believe you said your second question again.
How will the youth that come in contact with your program benefit in the future?
Okay. So yeah, pretty much like I said, one of the pillars, of course, is entrepreneurship. So we're looking for people that want to become entrepreneurs, job readiness. That's going to pretty much be we're pretty much at when the kids, I know they get like 14, 15, 16, they pretty much want to look for jobs. So I want to be able to connect people with jobs, so that way they stay, financially. Also, I have financial people that I have come out to show them ways to save money and also invest to their future. So it'll be a lot of different benefits.
Okay, cool. Isis said, why have you ever thought of potential partnerships?
Yes.
With who?
Of course, HeartSmiles MD, that's one of them. Like I said, the other nonprofits that I work with, so I'm Mentality, Uncle T with Challenge to Change, Wesley Hawkins, I am with the No Literally Project. So those are the first ones I would start out with, people that I pretty much already know and have connections with and good relationships with.
Okay. And then how do you see those partnerships unfolding? So with each of the ones that you just listed, like what would you want to do with each one of those organizations?
So I pretty much like to host events, also be like a referral hub. So if a kid want to come to me, but we don't offer that, we don't offer the program or something that they're looking for, I will offer, one of those other nonprofits to see, that they actually are offering it. So I will send them to them. So I'll be like I said, referral hub, event planning, the partnerships with events, to host events together, um, and just like I said, building a better Baltimore.
Okay, so like a referral pipeline,
Yeah.
and then like event hosting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A question from John. Were there any big personal experiences that prompted you to be committed to your line of work? That's a good question, John.
That's a good one. So I guess that's pretty much what inspired me to do what I'm doing. I don't know. I just always been a person. I always wanted to give back. I always wanted to give back. I always wanted to work with these youth. Like I said, some kids out here they going through a lot. Everybody going through something different. But my personality has always inspired me to, help whoever I can help and uplift whoever I can uplift, to go out and do great things. No matter what you're going through in life, I'm a good support system for you as well. I'll always be here. Um, I'll do the best I can for you.
Yeah, that's a great attitude to have. So like did anything in particular like happen, as you were growing up? Do you have any specific examples of kind of a time where maybe, you wish you would have had an organization like this, or you wish you would have had an organization like a HeartSmiles or No Project, or things like that? Were there any particular stories or examples that you can think of where you think you may have missed that?
Yeah, I would say probably I don't know if I want to say middle or high school. I guess either one. Definitely, I would have definitely have liked to have this because this platform definitely would have helped out. Because I didn't make any turnarounds, I can say, but something just having somebody be able to pretty much work with you and develop you and make you a better person and learn different skill sets. And then learn who you also want to become and what you want to do in life. That was always a challenge for me. They always say, what do you want to do? I probably pretty much really didn't know. I mean, my first goal was to be a sports broadcaster and also do editing, but I ain't really work out for me. So I always was around youth. I did youth works. I worked at rec centers. I always been in the community. People always see me, they pretty much know what I want. Like I say, that's why I so pretty much came on. It was an idea. I thought of him like young successful leaders. And then when people ask me who I am, that's what I tell them. I'm a young successful leader. So that's pretty much it from there.
Okay. So as far as like you said you wanted to do like be a sports broadcaster, is that what you said?
Yes.
Is that still a dream of yours? Is that something that you still would want to pursue, or maybe, push other young people to do?
Oh yes, I would. Yes. So if another young person did want to do that, I could definitely work with them to help them achieve that goal.
Got you. So what would you tell like the younger version of yourself? Kind of, at that moment where you wanted to be something and then you found out like, maybe I'm not gonna do it. Like what would you tell the younger version of yourself just to kind of motivate yourself?
I guess pretty much I don't know what I really want to say. 'Cause I believe the timing was probably right, but maybe if I really had that focus on what I really wanted to do, I might have been farther right now. But I mean, I think, like I said, I'm in a great position. I'm around a lot of great people. So, I mean, I probably would have just motivated myself just to pretty much focus on what I wanted to get done, create that focus and push it as far as I can go with it.
Cool. You could probably stop sharing your screen right now. I do have one question about that financial literacy part. Why do you think that was important to include the financial literacy part?
I pretty much put that in there because a lot of people, like as far as like saving money, that's one thing I definitely want to push on to you because that's very important. Especially like you said, the young lady that have her own smoothie company. Definitely want to make sure she, had that money, that account set up, and a saving. That's very, very important. Save your money, especially while you're a young age. If you're young, save as much money as you can, because when you get my age, you're gonna want enough money pretty much behind you now, you're gonna pretty much want to do certain little things. So you'll have that money on the side. And especially like if you want to become an entrepreneur, you're definitely gonna need money. I also have people, like I said, that are financial specialists that come out and talk to youth about, what I just said about saving money, but also about different aspects of like life insurance. A lot of youth don't know too much, pretty much about that. I was learning as well about it, especially at a young age. But it's better to learn it while you're younger, because when you get older, you catch on. But you can learn at a young age. When you get older, you already know it. You had that experience. Well, somebody taught me this already. I know, but can I learn more? So that's pretty much a big piece. Definitely gonna work on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. John said, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and do you have a plan to grow?
Yes, 5 years. Young successful leaders should definitely be. We should be out there. We should pretty much be moving. People should know who we are when we show up to events. When we step out, they should know YSL. Um, do I plan on growing? Yes. I don't have anything else right now that I'm really working on other than YSL, because that's been my main focus on the daily. I'm pushing that as hard as I can. I still am with the youth commissioner as well. So I am, when we get together, I mean, pretty much push that as well too. Because like I said, in 2018, when I signed up not just for a title. I signed up to make change in Baltimore. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you said, you kind of see where YSL will be, but as far as your personal growth, as far as like your personal goals, like where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself now? And where will you see yourself in those 5 years as far as your personal growth?
So thanks to me personally, just being a better leader, overall, continue to work hard, continue to stand dedicated, keep myself motivated. Definitely 3 words: never give up. That's something that I see daily. I just can never give up. I keep that energy and stay motivated and remain humble. I think that's pretty much it. Personally, I don't really want too much. I want more out of the youth. I want to inspire more people. So that's really where I'm at. I don't really see too much. I don't really want too much for myself.
Okay. Okay. Isa said, what are some potential weaknesses that might interfere with your YSL movement? How do you plan on making them your strengths? Isis is good for,
Yeah,
digging.
I like her questions. Keep them coming.
Good
But
one.
my weaknesses, I would say, I had worked on this with the commission as well, like being more vocal, I guess, in person, being able to talk to people. That never was pretty much me. I was always an action guy. So if you hand me something or tell me something to do, I'm pretty much gonna get it done. So just being more vocal, speaking to people, that's something I've been working on, especially with my team. So especially in meetings, I try to do more to talk. They'd be surprised because they know I don't do a lot of talking, but I have to do that now because I'm CEO. When you're running a company, it's different. Just sitting back, being on the team. You're in the leadership role. People are holding you accountable. A lot of people say they're gonna do this and do that. I'm one of the person that I gotta get it done. If I say I'm gonna do it, I gotta get it done. If I don't get it done, hold me accountable. And I know mistakes are gonna come during this journey. I'm ready for that. I'm prepared because I know I'm gonna give it my all. And for the youth, I'm gonna do it.
Got you, got you. That's something I struggle with too, just like being more vocal,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
trying to talk to nobody, okay? I wasn't trying to talk to anybody. And even if you ask like some of the heartbeats, like a year ago at this time, they were like, "Oh yeah, like we saw you, but you ain't say nothing.
Yeah,
Like, you,
right,
we just knew, we just
right.
knew you kept coming, but we didn't know anything about you. We ain't even know your name."
Right.
So that's something that I struggle with. That's something that I also have overcome and am still actively overcoming, because I could still say more, but I'm also not a believer of just talking to talk. So I'm like trying to balance that as well. So no, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for telling us, like, now that you're in a leadership position, you're gonna have to be in positions where you have to speak. So thank you for sharing that. Any other potential weaknesses that you may see that can possibly become your strengths?
See if I can think of something. I know that was number one. That was the main one. Trying to think. No, I don't really have none. I think that's my only one right now. I guess this might relate to YSL, just getting people to push initiative to want to join, want to, get their kid involved in YSL and why they, really, because a lot of parents are very curious, of course, and I know that question was probably asked earlier, why I should have my child sign up for YSL. So I got to figure out ways to really push that initiative and be like, this is it for your child. This is things that we're going to do, and we will get them done. And that's not going to work for everybody, which I already know, but I'm open, like I say, to helping everybody.
Gotcha. All right. So let's say I'm a parent, right? I got a kid, right? And I come to you and I say, why should my child be with you? Why should I trust you with my child? Why should I trust that my child's going to learn something in this program? What would you say to me?
I'll pretty much tell you, number one, we're going to turn your child into a successful leader, which is the name of the program. We're going to work with them and find their strengths, their weaknesses, and find their own skill set as well. And pretty much develop them. Whatever their weaknesses are, if it's writing, if it's grammar, small things like that, we're going to work on that with them. I got a coach here. I bring somebody in. We got motivational speakers. And we're going to work with them and develop them to get them where they need to be and where they want to be in life.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. John said, in your opinion, what are some qualities that are mandatory for a leader to break barriers efficiently and move up in the world? Okay, John, with the question, come through. That was Ice's question. Go ahead.
So that's basically pretty much like you said, leadership. So the qualities, I don't know how to ask, the qualities, you pretty much just gotta be about it. Pretty much, you gotta have yourself prepared. You gotta be able to lead people. You gotta be able to show them what you're about. You this task. You gotta be able to want to follow you. They gotta be able to want to look up to you. Like a certain reason that people will watch me, watch my moves, and look up to me because they see the things that I'm doing. I'm not just talking about, oh yeah, I'm with these kids over here in West Baltimore. No, he's there with them kids. He's working with these kids. He's talking to them. He developing. And you got to do it on a daily task. It can't just be one time. So you got to keep progressing, keep doing different things. Because a lot of people are watching.
Yeah, I agree. Cam said, how do you create that focus? So how do you stay focused?
So what I do is I read, I stay focused pretty much by just, like I said, I got a great support system around me. A lot of people call, text me, I like what you're doing, you stay positive, keep doing what you're doing, don't give up, I got your back, call me if you need anything. So when I hear things like that, just keep me, staying focused. Now, I'm glad he did say that question because now it reminds me a little bit of Baltimore and what we going through. So when you say focus, it's a lot of negativity going on that we deal with on a daily basis. So, like I say, me growing up in the Emerson Village area definitely wasn't easy. Still not easy to this day. Still a lot of lives being lost. So me coming outside that box, I made sure, like I said, I ain't go to the left. I went to the right because I had to go the right way. Well, like I say, me staying focused, that's important. You got to make the right decisions. You got to know what you want, and you just got to be all about it. If you say you're going to do something, like I said, get it done. Don't just tell people what you're going to do. Be about it.
Yeah, definitely. We're big believers of that. Like if you say you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. That's about that commitment that you made. So if you can't do it, don't say it out your mouth because we're gonna be looking for you to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah. John said, and I think we kind of touched on this a little bit, but if you have another kind of experience, what is something you would do differently in your past that may have benefited you now?
So something I would have done differently is that's something I really think about. I don't like I said, I'm on a good platform right now. I kind of wonder if I would have finished college, if things would have been different. I don't know if I would be still doing my YSL. I'm not gonna say thing, but company. I don't really know. That might have pushed something different there because I probably would have definitely went into broadcasting. Yeah, I don't really have nothing too much different. I got my focus is there. I'm ready. So stay prepared.
Yeah. Do you think that your level of passion would have been different? So let's say you did, finish college and go into broadcasting. 'Cause you say you were interested in it, and then it just didn't work out, and that's fine. So do you think your level of passion would be different if you became a broadcaster versus, starting up YSL and starting off youth programming?
Um, to be honest, I wouldn't say it would change. My passion is probably a different level though, because like I'm like my heart is like working with these youth. So broadcasting would have been there. I would have done, of course, the best job as I always can do. But my passion towards working with youth is more of my focus. The skill set, I mean, the broadcasting, I like it, but working with youth, that's my drive, that's my lane. So that's where I'm at with it.
Cool. All right. Here goes another ISIS question. ISIS said, "What was your most humbling experience, and how did it transform you?"
I'm glad she asked that question. I wish I had the video, but I don't. My most humbling experience was when what I did. We last winter we had a give back for Christmas around Christmas time. It was me and my good guy Matthew Johnson. We connected with each other. We talked about hosting a give back to the community. We did it in his district, which is District 9, around Emerson Avenue, and I believe it was on Bradish Avenue. It's crazy how it happened though, because we was talking. I was like, man, it's the last week, man. I don't think it's gonna work. But he like, nah, bro, we gotta get it done. So I'm like, I got you then. We're gonna get it done. We said that's our word. We post some flyers. We're gonna get it done. We came later. We went on. We got it done. We was able to make this family very, very proud. It's a mother of three. I definitely want to get back in touch with her. They were just excited to have the gifts that we had out there. So that really was my humblest moment. Like I said, you can see the video. It inspired me. The young lady, she said, I believe she might have been 7 or 8. We really made her Christmas. That video, yeah, it really inspired me. Um, it made me humble, made me like, yeah, you gotta keep going with this. So that's my humblest moment right there.
Okay. And then so going to like the second part of her question, you say you felt inspired, to keep moving forward. How did it transform you, like as a person, in that particular moment?
For me, it made me like remain humble. It made me like this was pretty much my drive. Being able to, that you can go out and inspire youth. You can make somebody's day. You never know what they're going through in life, and that's like I said, why I so we pushing. You never know what families are going through. You definitely want to help families and their parents, because everybody going through something different. Everybody not going through the same thing. Everybody is we living differently. We live in different communities. Our communities are different. But what I want to do is, but it's going to take more than, of course, me, but make one Baltimore. So you know how we got downtown looking, but uptown different. We need to make it look like one. So that's going to be unity and everybody just coming together and wanting the same initiative, pushing the same initiative. So that's where I was at with that.
All right. Cam said, "What are your personal goals?"
Of course, number one is to run a successful company, YSL. My personal goals, I guess if we be later down the road, we'll be starting a family up, having a nice home, owning my own car. Pretty much for me personally, I want to own everything. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Okay, good. Cam also said, "How do you feel about having an accountability partner, and I'm gonna add again to her another question. So, how do you feel about accountability in general, right? And then how do you feel about having an accountability partner?
All right, so accountability to me is that's very important because I say I hold myself accountable. So something quick that happened that I talked to my team about last night was I believe today is Thursday. So I normally have my agenda set up by Wednesday. So by Friday we pretty much were prepared. So I told my team, I took that initiative on me. That was my fault that the agenda wasn't up. The agenda is definitely up by now, of course. That's just something small, but that's me hold myself accountable. Like I said, I'm a leader of a company. People are looking at me, and I always look at it like people real lives in my hand. Like this is serious. Like this is business. People are looking at me. I got a youth on here. I hope that I'm definitely inspiring them. They want to reach out to me. Of course, I'm here. I'm open. I'm available. I want to do all I can for them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Accountability partner. Uh, I don't know. I definitely need an accountability partner or somebody else to, definitely hold me accountable, and then go, of course, vice versa, hold them accountable as well. That's something that everybody, of course, pretty much needs.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. So, Brandon, we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
And it's more than a few more questions. So, I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick a couple of them and see kind of where we're at. So, I'm gonna ask John's question. So, how do you feel about the current riots and protests? How do you feel we could go about making a change?
That's a good question. And a lot of people get on me about this that I haven't actually been out there, which I'm gonna be honest, I haven't. That's on me. Work kind of got a little involved in that. But I'm glad. One thing I'm glad to say is that we're not tearing down our city. So I like the protest being peaceful because I don't think Baltimore needs to go through that phase again. Because we still are rebuilding. Like I was telling somebody else, 2015, Baltimore is still building back up from that. So we definitely don't need to tear down our city. But the protests, like I said, have been peaceful. What's been going on out there has been definitely rough. I know a lot of kids are like, they looking at it different. I feel like they don't really trust the police at all. And I don't know if they ever will because they keep saying and we keep going through it over and over again where the white officers killing the black man. And we just keep saying it. We know that we living out here to be freedom, and equality is something that we've been fighting for years. Being together, that's how I view it. I want us one as all. I don't think we should have no differences. That's the better way of living. We together. We keep having this distance thing, just gonna keep being ongoing. And one day it gotta come to an end. So I say we keep fighting for what we want. And they say Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna say all lives matter because all lives matter.
Okay. So how do you personally feel? So you said everybody's angry, kids are angry, but how do you feel about like the recent murders and the all the time murders
Yeah.
of unarmed Black men by police officers, but just in general, violence in the city? Just how do you feel personally? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you?
Well, yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm tired of seeing it being happen. It's frustrating to keep watching it, especially me being a black young man. Um, I try to be honest with you. I try to even avoid having encounters with them because I just never know what'll happen. So I try to avoid that personally, to be honest with myself. Um, yeah, I'm just tired of watching it happen. I just want change. And I'm not the only person that want it. We all want change. We all tired of looking at it, saying it on the news, via Instagram, social media. So that's pretty much it. Now we talking about Baltimore, and I probably will pushing this to less violence, of course. I'm tired of saying that daily as well. I know a lot of these youth are, a lot of people are as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely frustrated, definitely anger, definitely a lot of emotions to kind of manage. So we're pretty much at time. I'm going to read ISIS's comment, because it's not really a question, it's like a fill in the blank, and I really like it. And then we're gonna finish off with our jewels for today. So just we're gonna do Isis's statement, and then we're gonna like just leave like an inspiring statement with our heartbeats that are viewing in right now. Okay. All right. So Isis said, "How would you finish this sentence? In Baltimore, there's two sides of the coin. There's blank and there's blank."
I guess I would say poverty and happiness.
Okay. Okay. Miss Joni, how would you fill in the blanks to Isis's statement? I'm just curious. That's a new.
Oh yeah, no, that was cool. I would go simple. There are the haves and the have-nots.
Okay, Tyler Perry. Thank you. um no. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Brandon, for being on today. Again, if you had to leave us with one jewel, so an inspiring statement that you want to leave with our heartbeats, what would you say?
So I'm gonna use what a key initiative I always pretty much try to phase to our youth or pitch to our youth is decision making. So of course the decisions you make in life are gonna be very impactful on you. And just go out and inspire other people to do something that you want to do, uplift these other youth as well and people around you. Just go out and show love, and be the best person you can be always. Never try to be in no competition with nobody. Just be the best person you can be. And like I said, those decision makings are, it's gonna matter. Decisions you make is always gonna matter. People are definitely watching you, especially if you want to grow. Like I said, I'm open. I definitely want to thank you guys for having me on here. I like this platform. You guys keep it going. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. Like this opportunity.
No problem.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Did we get his social media?
No, we didn't. What's your social media?
Okay, it's underscore YSL. Oh no, wait. What underscore YSL Brandon?
Okay.
Underscore YSL Brandon. All right.
Yeah.
And people might be hitting you up, Brandon. So I'm just going to say to you, take care of my heartbeat show and make sure that you're consistent with them. And everything that you said, we got you recorded. So I'm holding you accountable to all
I know you
that.
are. I'm with you. I got you. I got you.
Absolutely.
They just dropped it in the chat. Thank y'all. They got you in the chat. Underscore YSL Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, let me share my jewel, right? My jewel is never underestimate the importance of a support system. They're there for a reason. So just use it. Use it wisely. And also make sure you're giving equally to them as much as they're speaking life into you. Yep.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Mo. Thank you so much, Brandon. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
See y'all. Oh, wait. Tomorrow's the last day. Oh, I'm sorry. It just like hit me. Okay. See y'all tomorrow.
Good? You good? You are fine. Season 1 is coming to an end. You are fine.
Okay. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye. See y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day, Brandon. See you tomorrow, Miss Mo. Okay.
We gotta get in touch.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying, yo. You need to be consistent, yo. You lucky I ain't dragged you how I could have dragged you all the way across this whole internet. But let me not see you. Let this be your first and final appearance, and we're gonna have a problem.
I got you.
All right, you keep saying you got me, yo. Have me for real, yo. Show up, yo.
All right. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing that.
All right. I hate it when people have all these great ideas and then we don't ever see you. You don't do nothing with it. Like, we can't eat off of the idea. We needed to be coming to fruition. And you got a lot of good stuff. You got a lot of great ideas, a lot of things that you want to do, but that consistency is what's going to pay the bills, yo. Right. Consistency. Show up. Yeah, they putting in the comments. Show up. y'all hold him accountable to this, y'all, because he
Yeah,
just sat
definitely
up
hold me
here and said
accountable.
a whole lot of good stuff. Hold him
Definitely hold me
accountable. Yeah,
accountable. Definitely hold me accountable. Double A.
y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. Thank you so much, Brandon. We're gonna be seeing you again.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, y'all, that's right, y'all. Y'all hold people accountable, yo. Ideas don't pay the bills, yo. Consistency pays the bills. So everybody that hits him up and everybody that connects with him, make sure that you keep him accountable for the things that he wants to do. It's easy to say what you want to do. That part is easy. Anybody can say, I want to do this, want to do that. It's so much harder to actually put it into place and to make sure that you are being accountable and you are being consistent so that something actually grows from it. So y'all connect with him. Y'all keep my man's accountable. Hey, Ken said he might need a cuss out. Hey, yo, you crazy. Cuss outs be reserved, yo. They be reserved. Y'all are crazy. But yo, we had our time for the day. And it's an early day for some of y'all. So y'all already know what that means, yo. It's plenty of sunlight out here. So you can do a few more hours of productive time, yo. The sun don't start to go down till like 8:15 or so. So you got a lot of time to be productive. My people who are on the YouthWorks leadership team, y'all saw we had to drop some folks off the team, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that the work doesn't still continue. So we got that call at 2:00. Y'all crazy with these hashtags. We got that call at 2:00. Yo, come prepared with some of your best suggestions. It would be absolutely amazing for people to share their screen and to show like videos or walkthroughs or whatever you have today. That would be amazing. So we got that call at 2:00. And what else we got? We got Thriving Thursdays, show. We got Thriving Thursdays at 6:00. So yeah, I see y'all later. Y'all being really ridiculous right now, yo. And it's not even funny, yo. Y'all being really ridiculous, yo. Yo, chill, yo, chill. Yo. We got our final success session tomorrow, y'all. We got our final success session tomorrow in season 1, yo. Season 1 is coming to an end. We will be right back with y'all in 3 weeks for season 2 for the YouthWorks project. So anybody who wants success sessions to be your YouthWorks summer job, yo, hit me, DM me your full name with your birth date so I can get you on our list. Yo, chill, yo, chill. Yo said no tumbleweeds, no peace. Y'all crazy. Yeah, Thriving Thursdays, Cam, Thriving Thursdays. All right, well, y'all, this is it, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10:00, or as some of y'all like to remind me, 9:55, 9:54, something like that. But look, you already know what it is, yo. Tell a friend to tell a friend, yo. If you missed success sessions, yo, you missed out, yo. This was where you were supposed to start, y'all. If you wanted to be successful, this is where you were supposed to start, y'all. If you wanted to connect with other success-minded young people, this is where you were supposed to start, yo. If you wanted opportunities, if you wanted to connect with caring and success-minded adults, this is where you were supposed to start. So I'm so sorry for anybody who missed out on success sessions because we definitely had a great time. I can't wait for our final session tomorrow. I'm sure the team got something amazing planned for you guys. So tomorrow it is, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Go be productive.